Hey guys, it's fucking Thursday. We're doing more Genshin because MiHoYo requires things of me
What do you mean requires things of you?
to do 50 story quests so that I can get my primo gems from the event.
Oh, I've just given up at this point.
I believe you can do it. You just got to put in the work, put in the hours.
I have Xenoblade to finish.
I know you do need to grind.
Paimon wonders if they have any new books in. The one we read with A that time was
A wild
pretty
furry
cool.
bottom, catch it. I have.
I don't even play Pokemon. What do you mean?
Well, but you're a Catboy.
Yeah.
Come on, this is a no-brainer,
Also, what do you mean you
man.
have?
There's only one thing worth wishing for, and that is a ton of
I
Mora.
mean, haven't I though?
Yeah.
But the exams
Yeah.
next week.
Listen,
If I fail
this
again,
is just
I'm
saying
seriously
that I'm a
done
catch.
for. I'm better off wishing that my exam goes smoothly.
Say that one more time.
No.
I didn't hear what you said. Fucking
Well,
NPCs were talking.
Well, then you don't need to.
MH.
Ah, it's just
I missed
an
It's not
exam.
important.
Trust me,
It
there's
wasn't
no
even
problem
funny.
you can't solve by throwing
I
Mora at it.
missed funny.
If it doesn't work, then just keep throwing till it does.
What are they arguing about?
Anyway, hello Ploof and Park and
Spirited
Mama.
debate.
Hope y'all are doing good.
Why has her color changed again? That's like the 4th time today.
I don't know. I don't know what she's doing.
It keeps going from like it goes like
Really?
orange to dark
You guys
green
don't
to
know.
light green to blue. I don't know what's going on.
I- Would it maybe be
Learn
different if
ahead
she's
and
like
recite
on
a
her phone
special
versus on her iPad?
incantation, then your
I have
wish
no
will come
idea.
true.
Oh, was that the joke? You made a joke about being a catch?
Yeah.
You are, so cope.
No.
Yeah.
Looks like you guys really aren't in the loop. This
I'm doing.
Doing
No, I know
nothing.
you're doing
is the
nothing,
next
Mom,
big
but
thing.
this
Twitch
is
is
like.
doing something because you're
Effective
dark
wish
green on
ritual
my end, but you're
guaranteed
also
to make your
orange on
wishes
stream.
come true.
I swear to God, she has like the fucking Polly or Powley effect where technology just fucking like explodes around her.
No, that's the
A
boomer
wish
effect where
ritual
for some reason
actually works,
like boomers just
right?
somehow destroy technology in ways that you have
I
never seen
didn't
before.
believe it. It's this guy called Kunihiko. He's practically
But
always
also my
been
sister is
unemployed,
included in that.
wastes
You're
his
yellow
days
on my screen?
away,
Exactly,
and he owes
something's
a
not right.
lot of money, like a lot.
Let's see.
not right.
I
She's
don't see him for a few
a
days,
darker
and
green for
suddenly
me
I find him dressed to
in,
the nines and feasting at a
Stream
high-class
Manager.
restaurant.
She's orange in OBS, and then it looks like she's orange on stream.
Wait, you're the same. No, you're the same. You're blue on. You're
Who?
blue. Hang on, my brain is too slow right now.
Okay.
You're blue on Twitch, but orange on the stream.
She's not blue for me anywhere.
She's Kiki. She's blue on stream, not on stream on Twitch, and
Kiki
then
is
orange on stream.
purple in Manager, green in OBS, and orange, I think, on stream.
She's blue for me in Twitch.
At Twitch, I don't know. I assume if people don't set their colors, that it just fucking like chooses random shit.
I've just mine's been blue since day one, but it looks like purple because
and the next
Twitch
day he woke up
hates
to find
dark
his whole
colors.
bed filled high with more.
His whole bed was filled with.
Of course, I'm sure the part about waking up, whether you believe it or not, it's
May has
not
been changing on my
exactly
laptop. It
a
used to be
difficult
green, now it's
ritual.
red. You need to
Again,
just
Go-
permanently
try,
set it as
right?
something then.
Yeah, you and Mom need to just like pick a color, and then hopefully it'll stay put.
If you're still feeling skeptical,
Pick a
just
color,
ask
any
around.
color.
There are a lot of
Because
very
like Blue,
compelling stories
I
going
think,
around
for
these
example,
days.
he's consistent across all three of my things.
Really?
And I know he's like
Yeah.
chosen a color.
Let's go ask around right
Yeah.
Well, if it really is true, then just think.
How are you doing today, Bubby?
Me?
Yeah,
Why do you ask?
just in general. Because I care, and I hope you had a good day.
I mean, not much happened really. I woke up at 4 p.m.
Yeah, you woke up,
And then-
you didn't eat, and then you streamed.
Can't catch me.
Yeah, and then I coughed.
It's somewhere in your settings, Kiki.
Yeah, it's in like chat settings.
Seems like there really are a lot of
If you go to the
people
chat
talking
settings
about
icon,
this
it
kind of
should be
stuff.
like somewhere in there, I think.
Hey,
Yeah,
see
and then
those
chat
two?
Grasp
appearance,
the thought in mind.
I think.
Clear like
I don't remember how you do this.
clear like the light of the moon.
He is Ploof, isn't he?
As close as kin
Very
with you.
precious.
No, thou. Wait, thee?
What? What'd I do?
No,
You're
no,
precious.
it's not hear my summons.
What
it's
did I do?
heed
You
my
didn't have to
summons.
do anything, you just
Heed.
are.
You're never going.
Hey, what are you guys up to?
Why do you ask my heart?
What?
Oh, sheesh, you scared
You
me.
just you.
Incantation? Are you guys trying out this new wishing ritual?
Junkichi is trying it out, to be specific. He's hit a bit of a creativity block recently.
It's because I don't get asked that, so I don't know how to respond to it.
Junkichi never listens to an outside opinion.
I mean,
So all
I
can
get
do
it
is
because
go
I
along
like,
with it.
I've been asked, sure, but then it's like, yeah, I don't know. Or you know, like when I asked chat and then like chat asks back, and it's like, I don't know. I fucking like sat at my desk and did work, and then I watched you stream and I ate dinner, and now I'm here.
If
Mr.
I had
Shigeru,
work today,
can
I'd
you
have things to
please be a
say,
little more
but I
accommodating?
didn't,
People
and
have had
so I
all
just
kinds of
slept the
wishes
day
come
away.
true. Become more attractive, get rich quick, ace their studies. I'm just a poor, struggling
Flossie gives me a
writer.
single
looking to
compliment.
get
That's
over a
It's
creative
real
hurdle.
cute.
Is that so much to ask?
Aside from this, I don't get compliments.
It was
Anyway,
poof. It
I'm
was
just
really
going
cute
to
back in
work.
the day
I have
when
a
he
gut feeling
was
about it.
new around here and we were a baby stream, and I would say anything, and then he'd be like, "Oh my gosh, I'm blushing," and now he
that
just
still happened.
he still does. He just doesn't announce it every time.
Didn't you say the same thing when you went to make your wish at the Grand
can listen for
Arakami
it, though.
Shrine?
You can
Oh,
hear
I
it
just
for
know
sure.
it's
Yeah,
gonna
when I
work.
say something, and then you're
have a
like,
feeling about it.
I don't know if Mike picked that up.
It did.
The Omamori from the shrine take too long to have any effect on your luck.
Look, to be completely honest, look at you now.
I think my body's like
Trying to
ejecting the last bit of my cold now.
This
That'd be good, I
wishing
hope so.
ritual comes from a
Yep, it's from
I'd
the one
like you
called
to
A
be
First-Hand Guide to
free
Summoning
of
Spirits.
goo and coughing.
Yeah,
No,
it,
it's
well, I mean, it
most
feels like
likely a
I'm
self-published
coughing up
title.
the remains of
It
my
just
lungs.
appeared out of
So
nowhere and took Inazuma by
Well, yeah,
storm.
that was
Must
the
be a
meta,
good thing.
wasn't it? That the lungs were just you were losing them left and right.
As a fellow writer,
Yeah, they're
I'll
replaceable.
refrain from
I
got
passing
hot
comment
swappable
on how
lungs.
well the
Yeah, like
story is
Mr. Potato Head,
written,
you just
but
pop
everyone
in
is
new
saying
ones.
the wishing incantations it contains are the real deal.
Look,
Do you know
They
what
don't have
hot swap
lungs; they have
means?
body
everyone's
parts.
saying it's real.
Do you know
it
what hot
works,
swap
but that's
means?
only half the story.
Yeah, what do you?
I've
Why?
also
What?
heard lots of people saying
Because I said
that
my lungs are
everyone
hot
who's had their
swappable,
wish
and then you
granted
said,
using
yeah, like
this
Mr.
method
Potato
starts
Head.
behaving
Yeah,
strange.
like you take out a part and you put in another part.
I
Is
was
that not
talking in
hot
computer
swapping?
terms.
Okay, explain it to me in computer terms then.
What's so surprising about that?
Computer terms is you replace something while the computer is still live. So, like, let's say hard drive fails in a server. You, while the server is operating, can pull it out of the rack, take out the hard drive, and put in a replacement. So, for me, hot swap my lungs while I'm still awake, just pull it out and put in a new one.
Alex is the Dundari. I've been saying that for a long time.
What? What?
Oh, great, you're here.
I don't think it's anything you said during that long conversation. Ploof is just coming to that realization.
Well,
But
hello
you
there,
are.
young ones. What brings you to the shrine? It just so... Oh? Well, what...
Well, we were just,
No, not at all.
Lady Guji, what do you
Tsundere,
mean
more
nothing
like
major?
soon
I'm
adorable.
begging you, you've got to help me save my
Oh.
brother.
It
More
really
like
is nothing
soon
major. I
nuts.
stand by that.
I mean,
But
I would
since
like
you're
to
so
soon your
curious,
nuts.
Let's have him relate the story one
Depends
more
on how
time,
soon.
just for you.
I mean, I don't even know what that means.
You two seem
So,
to have a good relationship with Guji Ai. Please, put in
Uh,
a good
don't
word
read
for
too much
me.
into it.
You have to convince. Here's what happened.
good thing I can't read.
My name is Kato Yohei.
You're really on
and my
that
brother
today.
is Kato Shingo. All he's ever
What do you mean?
Domon turned him away.
You said that like
Took one look
20
at him and
times
said
during
he
your
didn't have
stream.
what it takes to
Because
train
I
in the art of
kept
the
not being
sword.
able to read
My
messages.
brother wasn't about to resign
Hello,
himself
Em.
to defeat.
Welcome.
He trained
How's your day?
every day as hard as he could, and finally proved himself by defeating one of Domon's best disciples in a duel recently.
Love those earrings.
But since he's
oh yeah,
Which
Nico's.
ones?
been acting
Those are fucking
extremely
huge.
strange.
Wait.
Also, they aren't even on her
Completely
ears. They're just like
different person.
hanging from her.
The doctors
Her
can't
pink
find
hair.
anything wrong with him, so I'm betting it must be the
Tho-
work of an
yeah,
evil
those aren't
spirit.
earrings. Those are.
That's why I'm here,
But
begging
Get
for
get
Guji
get
Ai's
those
help.
like fucking shrunk down by like 100% or more, and then maybe you could wear them as earrings.
Nah, what you gotta do is get the
There really aren't as many evil
the 30-year-old
spirits
white
lurking
woman
around as you
basketball
seem to
hoops.
think. Your brother achieved the goal he'd been striving toward for as long as he can remember, and now it's gone.
the one on you.
It's only
who
natural
you
that he
playing
feels
as?
a little
Oh,
empty and lost
Traveler.
while he's trying to find a new
Let me get a
direction.
shot at Traveler.
If it were me, I'd just leave...
No, Lady Guji.
Oh, all right, all right.
About... Yes, Lady Guji. That's
I've been like
greatest
real
wish is
tempted
to one
recently
day
to just
found our
like
own
go
school.
get my ear
Wait a
pierced,
minute,
like
now
because
I'm
I've
a little
been wanting to do it for so long.
Are you here to say...
Well,
I mean,
kind of two sides of the same coin.
I mean, like, why not,
aren't
right? Because
they?
you can take them out even if you want to still kind of be
Whatever.
DL around your family.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Have you heard of
just-
any
I don't know.
interesting new rumors lately?
Send it?
If
Send
so,
what?
I'd love to hear about them.
One glossy blue feather.
Ooh, Firefly.
I.
Get your ears-
Oh, okay. I guess that's just like gay slang.
Oh no, full
Oh,
send it.
dear.
I
Well,
don't.
that's too
I
bad.
usually hear it as full send it.
What does that mean?
Lady Guji, please
Do
stop.
it. Go all the way.
He seems really desperate.
Okay. Well, so it's
Brother
slang.
sounds really bad. Come on.
Yeah, but
we
I've
should
never
have-
heard it as
Okay,
send it.
fine.
I've just heard it.
Ah,
As
here we
It's
go.
decided.
Yeah. So there's like a little ball hanging off a thing and then a feather. I don't know. I don't really like feathers on earrings.
Yeah, I feel
Unless-
like they just
Unless
tickle
you're
my neck.
really going for like a whole fucking like hippie aesthetic with like a shawl and bead stuff.
I feel like it'd just tickle my neck
Yay, Miko!
and make me
So
uncomfortable.
you're gonna help
Yeah, that's what I'm for.
Kato, whatever
You don't make me
your name
uncomfortable.
was,
No
these
tickling your
two
neck.
guests are trusted
Oh.
acquaintances of mine, and in fact, they are experts in resolving all manner of
Oh,
strange
no, if you
and
can.
supernatural phenomena.
Aren't you very
Exorcisms
ticklish?
and that sort of thing are all
Yeah,
in a
but I
day's
didn't
work for
only in
them.
certain areas,
Such as?
like my waist.
Yeah, that does seem to be a hot spot for people.
Wait a sec.
Is that hesitation that I detect in your voice?
Reminds me of
So
little
let me
Dreamcatcher
get this
ones.
straight.
Dreamcatchers
You
are
come
so
begging
gross.
to me for help. I
Why?
actually recommend
Gro-
someone for the job.
Gross is a bit of
then
an
suddenly you
exaggeration.
start doubting me.
Because
Not
they
at
just
all,
look
never.
so shitty.
Whatever Lady Guji says, I trust wholeheartedly. Thank you two for your willingness to help. Please follow me.
No, hold on a hot second, Miko.
Like, if you have a
Don't
Dreamcatcher, I
worry,
assume
it's a
that you just
common
have
trope in
crust
light
under your
novels,
fingernails
right?
that you've never washed.
You just have to have a bit of
Yeah, well, it does kind
bravado.
of feel like a dirty
As
hippie
soon as
thing,
the
right?
protagonist gains
Yeah.
self-confidence, everything else just magically falls into place. Well, you were the ones who seemed concerned. Besides, we both know you wouldn't be here at the...
This feels
All right, let's go.
okay. Let's. What is going on here? Granted,
Okay, so I don't really get what this has to do with Yae Miko. Just fucking people coming to her with problems and that we're also dealing with
we'll
them.
have to deal with that first before we'll get the chance
Me
to ask her
when-
about the incantation stuff.
What?
People come to me with
How
problems.
strange.
Oh, yeah.
My brother's been meditating here.
Meditating?
Yeah, it's something that he suddenly started doing
I
after
love the
defeating
fact that,
Domon's disciple.
I mean, he's not here to
He
defend
just
himself,
sits
but I love
there
the fact
alone,
that
talking
Shiro,
to
like,
himself.
messaged
It's
me
pretty
saying, like,
disturbing,
hey, this
actually.
plugin that you installed for me, it's completely broken. Can you help fix it? And I was like, oh, well, what have you done? I feel like I have an idea, but I will need to check.
But that's
And then
not
he
important right now.
he shows me and he opens OBS and he's
This
like, oh,
does
it's
pose a
fixed.
bit of
It
a
used to be just a
problem.
massive white
If we
box.
can't
And I'm
find
like,
your brother,
oh,
well,
yeah, that's
we can't
normal.
perform an exorcism with nothing to exercise, can we?
Like, it wasn't
Kato,
broken, he just didn't
whatever
know that
your
that was
name
normal.
Given the circumstances, why don't you start
Like,
by going
before
to
it
find
gets
your
a
brother,
source
and
fed in
also
properly?
picking up a handful of
Yeah.
salt on your way. We'll need to use it during...
Okay. Okay, got it. I'm on it.
Miko, what about us?
No need. While what's-his-face is handling that, we'll take a walk around and ask
Yeah,
I
him
Ploof,
what
if
you
we
wanna
know
post up an
about the two
IRL, we'll
brothers.
We'll take a
Maybe we'll
look.
find out some amusing details.
I've got magnetic ones, but I've not worn them in a long time. So that's why I want real ones, because then I just don't have to remember it.
Sir, we'd like to ask you about the cut.
Oh, are you?
I mean,
debt
are you
collectors?
supposed to usually like
Yohei
take out
said to
earrings
tell
before
you
bed
not
and
to
stuff?
worry. He'll be able to pay
I
you
don't
back
know.
as soon as he has enrolled a few disciples.
I'm
I feel like
not the person
yes.
to ask.
Well, that's more
Well,
for like
what-
Mom and Kiki.
Well, what if I don't wanna?
Don't know, then you probably get infected or something.
How will I get
That's
infected
what-
by
but,
having an
it
earring in
sounds
my
like
sleep?
Yohei and Shingo have
Don't
gotten
know.
themselves into a bit of a
Well, yes.
That
don't
sounds
think there's any-
unrealism.
But Yo,
No,
That's
because
true.
it's like
yes.
that'll-
Shingo begged
or
Domon to
something.
take him on, and eventually,
Yeah,
he finally
but
relented.
if
Should, but you don't
I'm
have
wearing
to.
it,
But even after
if
convincing
I'm
a
wearing it
renowned
in the
sensei to
day,
give him a chance,
then it's not going to get
he was the
infected.
same
Why
as
would it at
ever.
night?
bumming around
I
in
don't
class instead of
know.
focusing
I guess
on
it's
his
fine,
training.
according to Ploof.
In the end, Domon had had enough and kicked him out.
But I mean, you
But
should, though.
Shingo was
I,
resentful
like,
about it.
oh, there you go.
He
Thank
blamed
you,
Krusty
Krusty.
for not seeing his potential.
You gotta air out the
And
hole.
even declared that he
Yeah,
would
so do
challenge
you
a
in your sleep.
disciple of
Everyone gets
Domon
crusty in their
to a
sleep.
duel.
Wait, what?
Oh, how interesting.
I mean, I'm just crusty all the time.
We heard a slightly
Yep.
different version. My brother wasn't.
After all the
Yohei
layers are
said
built
that?
up.
That Shingo train. Yohei did tell me about Shingo winning the
It's a
fight,
cocoon of
but I
crust.
took it with a grain of salt. You can ask Kenji at the village entrance more.
Oh, I was about to say something real gross, but I won't.
But
catch
now
me.
I won't hear it.
I can't. Because I said something on stream that really upset people, and this is way worse.
I don't remember that, so that might have been distracted by work.
Probably because I think you disappeared
Hey
for like a good
there, we've
hour.
come to ask you about the Kato.
Oh. Oh, you...
Yeah. We
Yeah.
heard that Shingo defeated in a...
Yes, it's true. Oh, wait. So are you here because you heard they're starting their own
Bagel
school and
bites,
you're looking to sign
yo.
up?
What even is a bagel? Like, what's in a bagel bite? Is it just small chunks of bagel that you then can put a topping on, or does it have like cream cheese or something like ready to go?
I just thought it'd be like a
Here to
tiny
sign
bagel.
up, but we would like to hear more details
Well, but
about
it's
the fight.
many, not just one.
Well, you've come to the right person. I actually went to watch it.
Hello,
I thought
yeah.
I thought a singular one would be like a tiny bagel.
No, like literally, it's probably like imagine you just like cut up a bagel a bunch, and then like you put all those in like a bag or something.
Why don't you
I
just
thought it
eat
was
a
a joke
bagel?
when I first heard that Shingo was going
I
to
don't
challenge
know.
a disciple of the Meikyo Shishi
Little mini
art.
pizza bagels.
But when he drew
Well,
his
that would
sword,
be
he
What's a
became
pizza
whole
bagel?
different person.
tiny bagels pizza. Oh, okay, so it is like little like baby pizzas.
Why not just
The
eat
way
a
he
regular
handled his
pizza?
blade, it was like flowing
Because
water.
snacks and marketing, I don't know.
Mesmerizing to watch. Domon's
But
disciple is no
just
pushover.
eat a
He was
normal one.
absolutely no match for Shingo.
Alex, I don't know.
Well, I don't have the answers either. That's why I'm whinging.
Is Shingo...
Yep, he seemed pretty euphoric after winning the duel too. He was
One
celebrating
thing
very
this is
vocally,
one thing I
saying
don't care
something
about
like,
feeding you though.
"What a
You can just
duel.
have a regular
I haven't
pizza if
felt
you
this
want.
good in a long time."
I mean, I'm gonna do that regardless.
Any other details to share?
I mean,
We've
when you're
heard that
here
Shingo
and I'm
has been
putting
behaving
food in
rather
you.
out of character.
But, okay,
definitely say
but
that he
that's
has more
one thing that
energy
you won't
than
have
he
to feed
used
me
to.
because I already like
In the
pizza.
past, he never used to do much except lie around sunbathing all day.
I am a basic bitch though, and I have nothing on it.
Define nothing. Like just pepperoni
I'm
and
just-
cheese.
No, just cheese.
Really? No pepperoni even.
I've never had it.
It's pepperoni is usually pretty good. Ham or Canadian bacon, which is the same thing, is also usually very good. Sausage is usually shit.
I feel like my white ass would probably think that pepperoni is too spicy.
No, not it's not spicy. It's just meat.
I think
And then
you forget that I am the whitest man alive, and
I
can
know
pick
that
one.
you're very, very white. I know. And then we also like mom and I like to spice it up with like jalapenos and hot sauce, and then black olives, which isn't spicy, but we just like them.
You're gonna have to give that up if you want a bottom.
I zero.
It's not spicy. It's just got spice in it. Well, then it is spicy.
I think you would be fine. Like, what kind of meats do you get when you're at Subway?
But just yesterday, for example,
Turkey.
I saw him cutting down trees for the village
Oh,
head.
okay.
In the space of one afternoon,
What?
he did what most people
Well,
can
just
finish
just
in
as
3
in
days.
like
Not
that's
only that, but he
probably
managed
the
to fell
whitest
a
meat.
lavender melon tree with just one kick.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if there's no turkey, then chicken.
Yeah, you do have a
Quite
boner for chicken, don't
impressive.
you?
Things got
Yeah.
weird after
Bruh.
that, though. The village head brought out some tofu
Bruh.
for
There
him,
is so
and he just
sorry.
flipped
there's-
out. He shouted,
Dialogue.
"What is that stuff? Keep that away from me!" And then ran
Oh
off.
no, Park hates turkey.
What? Oh my god! What am I reading?
I don't know. What are you reading?
Lady Gucci.
It says,
esteemed exorcist,
"Daddy's right
I
here,
found my
Joel.
brother. He's
Daddy's
at the
right here."
waterfall, and I've got the salt you asked for too.
Come
on, let's
Genshin
go.
is good zero. Currently, there's that like blooming flowers event or whatever, and you have to do fucking. If you happen to have any like character story quests, they're just like, hey, why don't you do all of these first? So that's why I'm streaming this for like the second night in a row, just because I need to get through all that shit. Make sure I can get my primos.
Turkey? What?
Oh!
Why do you hate
Daddy.
turkey?
I don't know, Park. I mean, you're both fussy boys. I'm not surprised.
So are you.
Oh, as much as I'd prefer to stay and hear some
Turkey
more
dry.
delicious
you-
Not
you say
sandwich
you
meat
are.
turkey, though.
I
Sandwich
suppose
meat
we'd better
turkey is
be
like
going
wet.
now that he's been found.
Yeah.
Or moist, at least. Wet maybe sounds gross, but it's moist.
Yeah.
Which I know
Kind
other
of,
people are going to think
had a
that's
turkey
gross, but
sandwich earlier.
I don't mind the word moist.
Moist is not as gross of a word as people make it out to be. People are
How's it
way
going?
overreact about
Don't
it.
underestimate the beetle.
The boys are being fussy about
Toughest little
sandwich
guys
meats.
around.
Alex thinks pepperoni's going to be too spicy for him.
Because I'm white.
Sweat and tears, that's what.
So
That's
am
how we
I.
get stronger.
Yes.
I think we can all learn something from that.
And there is
I mean,
just like there's the
admittedly, I
funny
was
haha
formed
of
on
white people
spicy,
can't
though.
handle spice. What?
Look over there.
I said admittedly I was formed on spicy.
Brother.
Exactly.
He's meditating.
I'm like
while sitting
made
at
out of
waterfall. That's
Jalapenos
pretty
and Taco Bell and
wild.
stuff.
Hey, listen.
I'm made out of Lucozade.
What's that?
A drink.
How's that?
No, but mom and Park, I like with the whole turkey thing, like if it's not like wet sandwich meat turkey, I don't want it because then it is like dry and gross is what I was trying to say.
Can you feel the feeling
This dude here.
of
Ugh.
manliness?
Can you feel the feeling of manliness?
Me
Bro.
when-
Found your own school. Ha! So shallow.
I used to think the white people can't handle spice thing
Shouldn't go
was a joke
Inspire
until
something
So Park, are you better at spice than sweet?
lame.
I'm disappointed that she doesn't like Subway.
Spare me.
I mean,
What?
we can't have a nice sit down family meal at Subway.
Can't even feel the
Me
cold
and
anymore.
Sweet and you
down
two
at
kids.
Subway.
What's that?
Who sits down at Subway?
Well, I don't know. You've never gone to like a place and just eaten there. You literally argued about that with McDonald's. That like you can just sit there and eat if you want to.
Yeah, you can, but why would you?
Anymore.
Because sometimes I don't know. Sometimes maybe you want to just eat right now.
Did you hear
Sometimes I grab the bag and I'm like, okay, I go.
that? He stood up. And
I get it,
No, don't come any closer.
but still. Then like, oh, pepper jack's so good though. Pepper jack's like the best cheese. It even has jack in it.
Help!
What's that?
Oh yeah, Ploof. I'm looking at your earrings. Those are really cool. Like a Sumier wave print
what do
kind
we
of thing.
do? Miko,
My brain is too slow to keep up with anything that's going on right now.
Oh, Yohei, your brother's life
feel like
is
I'm moving
hanging
through
in
10
the
topics
balance,
in
and
3
he's
seconds and
using
I
his
can't
final
keep up.
breaths to call on you
Well,
for help.
I think that's how it goes sometimes.
Whatever shall we do?
I...
The way it looks to me is
I'm
that
sure Mama
Shimio
would
feels
love to have. I
terribly
think Mama's
resentful
maybe
to you
even
about
said
something.
that she wants like
Would you mind telling me what that's
some
all
kind of like
about?
Sumier print earring.
What's that?
I don't know what to tell you.
Have you looked in like IRL at like?
No, because I'm worried that if I click on it, then Discord's going to crash again.
Okay, it like. Do you know those like really kind of stylized traditional Japanese paintings with like the waves?
You don't know.
You're assuming I know anything about
But
Japan.
surely
Well,
you should
like,
have more insight
it's.
than anyone else
I
to
feel
how
like
your
if you
brother
saw it,
came
you'd
to
probably be
this
like,
way.
"Oh yeah, that." I don't necessarily expect you to know it off the top of your head, but I do think you'd probably recognize it.
Yohei,
But
I
it's
suggest
a
you
style
think
of
very carefully before
painting
you
or
open your
something.
mouth again.
TLDR.
This is a life or death situation. Your brother is your closest relative, and yet 5 whole days pass
Got 'em off
before it
Etsy.
occurs to you to
There,
come and
Etsy
seek
has some
help
good stuff.
from
I've
me.
never bought anything off of there though.
You really
I'm
expect me not to notice the gaping holes in your
looking
story?
currently. I don't. This isn't Etsy. I think it's just person has their own site. I've been wanting a titty mouse pad for a while. Really, an ass would be better, but I'd go for a titty.
I'm a
And
selling one.
this artist has a Bakugo one that they're selling.
You mean you can't wait for my
As you
own
wish.
SMH?
It's fine by me.
I
if you
mean,
don't want
I
to tell
would
the
replace
truth.
it with yours, but you gotta make one.
But after Shingo dies,
Yeah, that's
you'll
going to
be
take a
next.
couple years.
It's futile trying to escape. Anywhere in the world you run to, it will be right
I don't know.
behind your back.
Like, I always think like, oh, like why not just DIY and like get your own printed from somewhere? But then it's like someone, and maybe if it's online and they just are okay with adult stuff, that's fine. But you know, I don't want to go into like an Office Max and be like, hey, can you print out like this pussy pic for me?
I would.
All right, I'll talk.
Well, you're a horny little lad.
Nah, I just have no shame.
That's it. The one that's all the rage right now. You just have to recite an incantation at midnight, and just like the book described, we drew the magic symbol. After my brother wished to become a swordmaster, it really worked.
I think the last I ordered something off Etsy at some point, but I forgot what it was. I keep looking at like cloud body pillows on there, but they're just all so shit.
Some of the earrings are looking a little small and hard to see on that background, but is that skull, feather, and then like a moon and sun? Very kind of like witchy stuff. I'm guessing you and Kiki probably have some overlapping tastes in that regard. Hey Moth, welcome.
Because I was worried that if that happens, it'd ruin our plans to start a martial arts school.
So then, why'd you go?
Well, because with the way he's acting now, I was worried that rumors might... So I was thinking that maybe Lady Guji might have a way to get my brother back to normal, but...
Sun and moon stuff.
Let him keep his
good
sword
symbols.
skills?
My,
I don't know.
look at you with your
like simple but fun.
Stop deluding yourself. These newfound sword skills are not
I assume you don't have the same
You're right,
opinions
you're
on the
right.
games.
We were wrong to do what we did.
I
We had
mean,
this coming.
those were the last Pokemon games that had the national dex nail paint emoji.
All right then.
They're mostly
Your turn
good.
now,
I don't know.
little friend.
Pokemon
Toss
has sort
the
of been
salt
downhill
and then
since
draw
6th
your
gen,
sword.
but like it didn't really feel like it as much at the time because they jumped to 3D and did megas, and so it was like, hey, we're feeling good. But like there was no post game, and then everything since then has sort of been like, eh.
I swear that first sentence I could say exactly the same thing about Intel.
It's the spirit.
Yeah.
But it's been downhill since 6th gen.
See that? That's what you summoned. And
Changing my
look,
banner and
now
stuff.
that she
Have
knows
art block.
the
Give me a
use,
genre
it's
or
coming straight
idea.
for you.
Well, okay, here, since we're talking about, like, sun and moon, what about kind of, like, you know, celestial bodies, astral stuff, like sun, moon, stars, that kind of thing?
With balls.
Distracted by Elden Ring? Yeah, give me an update, Daddy Calc. How's it going? Are you maidenless, bruv?
What do we do now?
What?
We do, but you, little one.
Calc.
Just a
Because
quick
Elden Ring.
fight, and this will
Haha,
all
funny
be
maidenless.
over.
I don't get the joke.
Hey, because he's gay, so he's maidenless.
Who's this?
Yeah, but I like.
Come on.
He's coming!
What does maidens have to do with that game?
Okay, I know you haven't been paying attention, but that's the whole thing, is that they're like, haha, loser, you're maidenless. And then, like, they're like, oh, if you want to, like, awaken the Elden Ring, you need to, like, get a maiden so that you can sacrifice her or whatever.
Okay, so that whole game can be summarized in 2 words, and those 2 words are get bitches.
Yes.
Wow. I'm not surprised that you're playing it.
Alright. Shh.
Great boy.
I already have one, though.
In a long, long
Huh?
I already have one, though.
He disappeared! But he looked...
In game?
Well, hi, Munchie.
No, I was throwing you under the bus and calling you a
Do you
bitch.
know what that was all about?
We can talk about it later.
How dare you?
They're about to wake up.
But also, you're not wrong.
What am
Hey.
I doing here?
Shingo, are you alright?
Still a struggle. I, like, up through the first boss, it felt, you know, like a bit of a thing, and then after that I felt like I kind of got into more of, like, an overall comfort zone, and then every now and then, you know, sometimes it spikes a little bit harder, sometimes it spikes a little bit easier.
Yohei, I had the weirdest dream.
Are you using the ashes? Are you, like, summoning, like, wolves or something? Calling in the wolf pack?
I dreamed that I wasn't a useless loser with a sword anymore. I
That
thought we
message
could
is
finally open
more of a
dojo
reason for
our
me to
own
avoid
now.
that series.
But then I realized I couldn't
What, it's
control
hard?
my own body.
Yeah.
And there was this voice
Well, yeah,
in my
it's
ear
a Dark Souls
talking to me
game.
constantly.
Well then, stop trying to get me to play it.
I really don't want you to. I just wanted a one-off because funny.
I was terrified, and I wanted to take control of my body back, but
yeah.
I couldn't.
Any general advice? What is your build? What kind of character do you have?
Shingo, we shouldn't have made that wish.
Yes, and had we not come to your rescue, your life would have been over before...
Thank you, Lady Gucci, and thank you for your assistance.
All right, take him to get
I like
some.
how
He will
Goro's title is
experience a
the
high
Resistance
fever,
General.
But at this point, I would normally lecture you on the dire consequences of using
Right,
occult methods
because
to
he's the
obtain
general of the
powers that do not
Resistance.
belong to you.
Yes, we understand now.
He couldn't
Thank
resist
you,
anything.
Lady Gucci. We'll be on our way then. Come on,
Mage.
Shingo.
Okay, awesome. Then I can give you lots of tips. So, for summons, I really like skeletons. Any kind of undead that will like die and then come back. Even if they're not the strongest, the fact that they come back means that they are going to be alive longer and essentially give you like more time where they are like taking the enemy aggro away from you.
I had to scare them a little, though. Otherwise, I hardly
Find
think
the
these
I don't
two
remember
lazy
where I found a lot of my
rascals would have
stuff.
learned their
Find the
lesson.
meteor spell, the rock spell that I have, because that carried me through like half the fucking game until I got like ice sword. And then in the fucking stinky red swamp, there is the staff that I still use, the purple one, where it has like amazing intelligence scaling. So get that. You might want to just fucking like do what I did and use a guide and be like, hey, here's where all the memory slots are so that you can fit more spells on your body. Talismans are important depending on what you find. You know, I have one now that like shortens my spellcasting time slightly, which is important.
You saw it all for yourselves.
Make sure you still have a usable melee weapon,
kind of spirit
like
possessed him,
a
can't you?
rapier or something. Get a shield with 100% defense so that you can just like put your shield up and then like poke from behind it with your rapier. I don't know. That's some of the basic ones. Figure out your positioning. Don't get greedy trying to use too many spells. Like if you need to just get like one hit, move back to a safe distance, then wait for another opening. Do it.
Correct. Although it possessed Shingo, it didn't have any ill intentions. As a matter
I don't know.
of fact,
If you're ever
seemed
like
it was trying to train Shingo to
playing
become bolder.
when I'm not streaming, it'd be fun to just like sit in a call and like hang out. I can just kind of like backseat for you.
Fair enough. But it seemed like it had the opposite effect.
And yes, Mom, Lady Gucci, but not spelled like Gooch the body part.
Tossing salt caused it to
What's a
temporarily
Gucci?
leave Shingo's body. Then,
Well,
you
there's
exhausted
Gucci
its
like the
strength by
brand, and
fighting
then
it,
there's
so it
like
disappeared.
your Gooch, which is like your taint area.
I just think
Even
that
if we'd done
spelling is
nothing
Or
funny.
well, no,
Shingo
your
would
Gooch
have
isn't. It's
eventually
your
become
Gooch would be
too weak for his
vagina.
body to host the spirit, and it would have left of its own accord. Of course, it would have been more stressful.
Honestly,
for
might
Shingo
need that.
Like,
Yohei that way.
Middle-aged women say to babies.
Still, the
That's
experience may
coochie,
ultimately have
which is
been
also
more
a vagina.
effective than me scaring them
Like,
into
oh,
submission
coochie,
with a
coochie,
little
ooh, Alex.
exaggeration.
And then you like giggle and burble and shit your pants.
Well, yeah, no, I'd shit my pants because they're essentially just saying pussy,
Alright,
pussy, pussy.
Seems like we've wrapped up everything here. Come on, off we go.
Hold on, Miko. You say everything's wrapped up, but are you sure about that?
I don't know when you play Elden Ring, Calc. Like I'm assuming, you know, like during the day we're both working, and then at night I'm streaming. But if I'm not streaming or like on the weekends, like absolutely hit me up, and I'd be interested to hang.
Oh, you mean that they got the incantation?
Actually, that book's the whole
How the
reason
fuck have we
keep
been going for
looking
half an
you
hour
at the
already?
shrine today.
Human beings don't have power.
More than that, really,
Uh,
probably, because I did a short starting
It's quite
screen today.
understandable for them to be interested in
I don't know.
your...
I feel like my brain has been on
Problem is that
autopilot for the past like
incantations in the book
3
are
hours.
actually
Quest takes
capable
so
of
long.
summoning
What are you doing? Are
spirits
you
and
just running in a
stuff,
circle?
And loads of people are trying.
No.
That sounds like
then,
yes.
Humans only have so much
I'm
strength.
not.
Okay, are
Even
you
if
doing
they
story
do
quests?
successfully summon a spirit with the incantation,
Nah.
it won't
Yeah.
stay with them for...
But wrote this book. What do you think, Traveler? Yeah, Yohei and Shingo may have been fine in the end, but things got pretty scary when Shingo was possessed.
I'm trying to get through them as fast as I can so I can get to the newer ones, but...
Kuroda, what are you...
I'm here to report on Yai Publish...
Let me see.
I know,
we're losing market share?
Ekru and Serena are playing Genshin on Saturday. It'd be
and
interesting to
trending
try to get, like,
We're being beaten
a
in
bunch
all
of people
categories.
together for some, like, big fucking crazy Genshin thing. I don't know if they'd want to do that.
One book
Have they
is topping the
played
charts.
it yet,
It's
or is this
called
their first
Yeah,
time?
no,
First-Hand Guide to Summoning
they
Spirits.
fucking whale. Like, I think one of the first things I think that I, like, was exposed to with Ekru was, like, hey, Serena lost a bet, so she has to just, like, pay until I, like, roll some character.
Oh no, I just realized that Shiro's gonna hate this.
Why?
Because there's no end goal.
Yeah, there is. I mean, it's you get through the story, it's just that the story is still a work in progress.
First-hand guide to
Yeah,
summoning
exactly. So
spirits
it
is
never
an all-round
ends, which
hit.
means that he's
Just
probably gonna
what
hate
is
it.
that supposed to mean?
Well, he doesn't
I
have to
worked
play it forever.
extremely hard to promote our latest featured. I have to come up with
Yeah,
a
but he's probably
counterplan.
gonna, like, maybe play
Come on,
it
please.
3-4 times, then give up.
Am I
That's
to take it
okay.
that the safety of the people of
Nah,
Inazuma
smelly.
isn't...
What just happened?
Nothing's wrong, okay? I'm going to head back and make some preparations.
Man, I thought we were done. Still gotta do more shit.
Oh, archery tech, bro.
Yeah, the classic archery tech, bruh.
No.
What do you want about?
I thought I didn't realize I was doing archery stuff, and so I just ran outside the box, and they yelled at me. And then oh, I shoot the blue one, not the red one.
All right, Miko, we're here. So what's your plan of action to deal with...
Bruh.
Why, I'll give you a hint.
Oh, Paimon knows.
Bruh.
Combine the reputation of the Yai Publishing House with the status of good...
Oh, wow. Your first guess...
How
Wrong.
did that miss?
Yeah!
A first-hand guide to summoning spirits is the hottest light
I'm being
novel right now.
trolled.
If in bending over backwards trying
They
to
don't
warn everyone
have
about the
trolls. They
dangers,
have Hilichurl.
all we would accomplish is to create more curious
they do a
readers
little
ready
trolling.
to try them out.
You get
The game
Hilichurl,
Also,
mate.
sales for the book
The
would
game
only
developers do a
increase
little trolling.
further.
Well, they did with fucking Hu Tao's quest.
Okay, yeah, that would be
I'm on the
pretty
prerequisite
catastrophic.
quest for Raiden Shogun's second one now, I
Leaving
think.
aside the issue of the enormous
Main story, then?
resources such
I
an
don't know.
operation would
I
require,
don't know what I'm doing,
going
honestly.
to such...
Okay.
That means there's nothing we can do.
Well, I've read a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. The book contains many ancient
Something to do with
kaiden,
Raiden
or
Shogun.
tales of the supernatural, and is written in a very engaging way. That's right. How do you get... So what we are going to do is smash our rivals' sales numbers, and incidentally, this will also be the best way to combat the influence
always
of
feels
a
weird to me
first-hand
when,
guide to summoning
like-
spirits.
Like, you know, in this kind of time period or something, people are talking about, like, sales numbers and stuff, and it's like, how the fuck are you calculating anything?
Wait, Miko.
I don't... Like, I mean, I know they can do math and shit, but I feel like it's weird that they can...
Well,
get
becoming
useful
an accomplished
information like that.
novelist certainly isn't an overnight
What?
process.
I don't know, I'm
I
probably
did
just
say
underestimating
this is
people of
what
the
we're
past.
going to do. I
Uh,
trust. Anyway,
They have
there
magic.
is a writer submission event going on at the moment.
Well, yeah, but not
Start by
fucking,
talking
like,
to readers and finding out what they're into.
business
When you
magic.
have an idea of what the current trends are, I'll be at OU
I don't know.
restaurant.
Stuff happened. I don't know.
No, I
Okay,
know they have an
I think
abacus, I know
these
they can
nuts-
do math, but it just feels weird for them to be like, oh yeah, you know, the sales numbers.
Well,
The
I
key
mean,
to a
they would have to
successful
track
light
it
novel
somehow,
is to use
otherwise how would
illustrations what they
society
should-
have
Good
formed?
illustrations can make up for bad writing. But on the flip side,
I got apple juice,
there's a
Ayo.
saying that light novels are the illustrations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning
The Drink of
Spirits
Bottoms.
are incredible, but it's unlike
Actually, I
any
got
art-
Vimto right now.
That's
I'm
you
out of apple
juicy
juice.
juice thing, right?
I'll
Yeah.
be honest. In
The
one
most
that you
drank-
traditional stories,
you drank a
the
whole case
protagonist
of it,
usually has
I yelled at
this
you.
Long and dry
No, that was apple
contrast.
juice.
There's this popular light novel at the protagonist is a kitsune who is
I
not
drank 8 liters. Which is like 2.5
I've been
gallons.
reading light novels for a long time. These days, though, everyone seems to be imitating each other. The only recent book where not only is it a good story, but the descriptions are really
I
true
like
to life.
apple juice too.
So much so that I'm almost one.
But that doesn't make my previous point invalid.
He's lying. He actually hates apple juice. He's just saying it because he thinks that it'll make him sound like a bottom.
Yeah, you know, because I'm a bottom for pay on Twitch.
Verse for pay.
I mean, hey, listen, if you want to pay me, I'll fucking take the money.
Well, whenever you get affiliate, I will be.
2 birds, 1 stone.
Whenever you get affiliate, I'll be paying you.
Ah, there
Well,
you are.
I mean, we'll both just be using our free Prime sub, so Jeff Bezos will be paying us.
You've already
Yeah,
met
but
Junkichi and Shigeru.
listen, again though,
Shigeru
with the
is an
tier thing that we came up with last
experienced
night,
editor, and Junkichi is the
I'm
author
paying for
he's
the lowest
partnered
tier,
with.
therefore...
Junkichi's working
Oh yeah,
with
right,
a
yeah,
bit of love
yeah.
at the moment,
Was that on
but
our?
all
That was
his
on
past
stream because we
works
made the
have
fun
been
of Calc,
very
but
Yeah, we
having
said
to,
that. We said this on stream, saying
He's
that like
developed a distinct
tier
and
1 is
enduringly
bottom, tier
popular
2 is
style.
verse, and tier 3 is top. So you've got to pay up if you want to prove that you're a top calc.
Right. Does that mean you're for sale? I mean, how much are we talking, Daddy Calc?
What?
Listen, Alex, we need money.
Satomi is Yai Publishing
Yeah, but I'm...
House's ace in the hole.
Well, then
Her specialty is that
if
she can
you
write all
leave,
kinds
then
of
we don't need
completely
money.
different stories and all under different pen names. As for what those names
Okay,
are,
but listen, what if
that's
we
a trade
sugar
secret.
babied both of us for him?
What?
What if you and I were both his sugar babies?
They will
Two
be
for
teaming
one
up with
special.
us to collectively create
I
the novel
feel
that
like he
knocks
would
a
probably just get
first-hand
bored of me
guide
quite
to
quickly.
summoning spirits
How
off
do you-
its perch.
You know.
So,
Because he'd be like, oh, one's willing to
now
do way
then,
more stuff
tell
than
me
the other.
what you found out about readers' preferences.
You aren't accounting for your charms, which are
All
plentiful.
very true. An original core concept, a fast pace, quality illustrations, and lots of action. More importantly than that, even though it's a work of fiction,
Also,
we have to deliver a sense
I mean,
of
I know you
realism.
don't like threesome and upwards, but don't forget the value of that.
No, I'm forgetting the value of it because I don't want to do anything to do with it.
We know we need an original core
Before, take a first-hand guide to summoning spirits, for example. When I read it, all I find is common knowledge to the kitsune. But to the general public, it's bursting with... As a traveler, there must be a great many things you know that are complete unknowns to the people of Inazuma.
Oh, right! So maybe... but that would...
Not at all. You don't have to worry so much about how to compete
Go
with that
to the
book.
front lines?
All
What
you
am I
have
doing?
to do is provide some interesting
You're
ideas
fighting in a
based
war.
on your travel experience.
Trading.
No.
Gonna say Alex isn't in polygamy. Yes, mother. Thank you for informing me about his preferences.
Oh, that's how you spell that word.
Yeah.
As long as the
What did
core
I say
content is
last time?
interesting,
I said,
my
like,
expert team here will be able to
polystyrene
flesh
or something
out
like
the
that.
details.
I feel like you maybe just said like polygon or something.
No, I'm pretty sure I said like polystyrene.
I don't even know what that is. That sounds like a plastic blend.
It is. It's a type of plastic. It's like the squishy stuff that like is used in packaging for like games consoles and other electronics.
Are you excited to go on a picnic? Apparently Alex doesn't want to, which is shocking because I feel like we've even literally discussed that.
We have, but then I was just thinking like, oh well, there's gonna be like flies around the food, and that's kind of cringe.
Well, yeah, you just gotta pick a spot without bugs.
For the first time to the site
I would. I mean, when I picture a picnic, I picture like the straightest thing on earth. I don't like.
Why?
Because that's just what's been drilled into my brain. But I would rather just like go eat a sandwich somewhere. I don't know.
I still am upset that you don't want to go to the Renaissance Fair.
Out of
Well, I don't really know what it is, and if it's got anything to do with medieval, I could not care less.
To be a hit character.
I mean, it's just kind of a fair. You just like walk around and there's different things. You can get like some good snacks and there's like all kinds of cool arts and things to spend money on if you want to do that. There's like comedy shows. There's fucking like jousting.
No.
You can fucking dress up if you want to.
Yeah, this sounds like Bridlington Fair, and I hate it.
Good job, little one. You're not only drawing on your own experiences,
And a dragon there.
but it's
I don't
also
think he wants to
filtering them
go. I
through the
think
lens of the
like I
kinds
said
of
in his
light
stream,
novels you've read in the
we'll just
past.
take Park and
I think
Alex,
you really
sit them down with
understand
like
what
some
we're
juice
trying to do
boxes, and some orange slices, and a fucking Lego video game, and they can do that, and then Sweet and I will go have like adult time at the Ren
You
Fair.
don't even need to do that. You could legit just like, I will take my laptop
Thoughts
over
from
to
the
Park's place,
experts?
and then we can just
Are
go
we
make
able
music.
to work with this general framework to make an interesting
Well,
story?
We're distracted for like 6 hours, and then we'll
We'll
play
let-
Rocket League for another 6
We'll
hours.
let the kids have a sleepover. How about that?
Yeah, we think it works. I tend to overcomplicate the core concept if I'm not careful, so...
That's good.
Honestly,
okay,
though.
we're done with chapter 1.
I mean,
Let's
I'm
move
sure
on
you'd
to
have a lot of
chapter
fun.
Yeah.
Readers
mean,
will
so would I,
devour
for that
your
matter.
content a lot more quickly than you'd think. If we don't keep delivering the goods now we've caught their attention, all our hard work so far is in vain. Hurry, chapter 2. Let's go. Can't you
Oh
see
yeah,
that Satomu's
Park. I don't know
waiting?
if you're lurking or if you're here or what. I think didn't Sweet say you got sick?
You don't look so good.
Yeah, she did.
What a
She said that in my
pity.
stream.
I thought your beginner's luck would carry you a little further
Fucking
before
Because
it
you were
came to this.
Sick kids.
But alas,
Yeah, you were both
time has
making
come
the joke about
premature.
like us getting sick.
What's happened?
The bane
Well,
of our
I mean, you
existence.
did though.
Writer's block.
Google?
It's
Stop.
your arch nemesis for life. Appearing
Google?
without
No.
warning and
Google, shut the
inflicting
fuck
pain
up.
Worse than death upon the
No,
writer.
actually, I don't understand.
They
I'm
sell
gonna
their
turn the
souls just
sensitivity
to
down
get
even
their
further.
news back.
Sounds awful.
You want to dress up though. Like I feel like you would enjoy. I mean, I know you said that like again, whatever, not into medieval cringe, but like you could probably find some kind of fun cosplay thing to do.
When this happens,
In
the best thing
costumes
you
that
can do
other
is have a
people are
bite
gonna
to
be
eat
wearing
and take a
too? No.
proper break.
Well, I mean, it's not like you fucking go to the entrance and pick something out from a rack. It's like bring your own.
But
Boss,
I
get
don't
me a
wanna.
plate of
I'm
fried
alright.
tofu,
I
and get
I
some
can do that at
kushikatsu
home.
for these two. Don't worry, this is my treat.
Target 6-2, apparently.
Oh, wait a
Probably
minute.
because he doesn't sleep
Nico, we'll be getting paid for all the hard work we're doing, right?
and
Well-
is deficient with vitamins and nutrition, just like Alex.
Of course, everyone that
Shush.
takes part in the creative process will be paid.
I'm going to fix myself when I am not
Then let's press on,
constantly
shall we? Don't give up now.
exhausted
For the
from
sake of
changing my
our
sleep
kids,
schedule
get
twice a
ready,
week.
go. Ooh,
Yeah.
Does this mean your inspirations come back?
You can rent them there too. What, rent Park?
Outfits if you did want to.
Protagonists awaits find themselves
Oh,
turned
I'm
into
good.
a geovicious hatchling,
Heaven forbid
surrounded
Alex
by
enjoy anything.
countless
I
adventurers.
know.
I can enjoy things.
But
Like a
then,
whole
the
baguette.
protagonist suddenly discovers
Like,
that they
you.
have a special ability. Keep rolling to keep
SMH.
evolving.
What?
Blushes cutely.
So the protagonist
Good.
rolled and rolled and rolled. So the protagonist.
I give it a 9.5. Monster evolution is an increasingly common theme these days.
I
What
love how
started out
multiple
as a rather
times in
niche genre
Yaemiko's
has
quest they just
gradually
fucking are
worked
like,
its way into the
hey,
mainstream.
isekai shit is like cool and popular.
And I wouldn't worry about the continuity issue. All we have to do is explain at the beginning of Great. Well, now Sato.
Leave it to me, Lady Ya.
I'm watching a
Let's
cutscene
write
with
about
Goro and I'm very
Inazuma
much
in the
enjoying
third
it.
chapter, shall we? I can help with this.
Mom
one.
was just saying
We
before
can
stream
use the
too that
Vision
he's a
Hunt
cutie.
decree or your experience in the Resistance.
Yeah.
Any
Why do you think I want to cosplay him?
Yeah. I'm like only not paying attention to this story, but
When
it's
the
still
Vision
taking
Hunt
forever.
decree comes out of nowhere, the protagonist joins the resistance.
I'm trying to.
Starting out
Hey,
as
Shadow.
an ordinary rank and file
Okay.
soldier. Find out how the protagonist goes
What
on
the
to
dingus?
make great contributions to the war effort, become best friends with the resistance general, and get to know the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine, working together with
Kokomi
everyone
appeared
to
out from the
finally
sky,
secure
and
a grand
Yora said her
victory for the
excellency,
resistance.
and that is the strangest words I've ever heard.
Well, yeah, because she's like the. I don't think she's royalty, but she's like in charge of Watatsumi, the resistance.
Kazuha, wait, why would you? But excellency,
Surprisingly
cringe.
normal.
I think it's rather
I
good.
don't know.
I don't like.
A
I
lot of
don't like
people
that
still
word.
like the
Because
classic
Japanese
hero's
culture and
journey.
honorific
From
stuff.
ordinary soldier
word
to
is too
great
long.
leader, a fresh take on a timeless classic. One thing, though. We'll need to rewrite the part about me giving you the Omamori. Let's change it to... The mysterious lady
I'd prefer if we
Kitsune
could just do
teaches
that
the
kind of stuff in like a
protagonist
shitposty
spell
way.
that can make their wishes come true. The protagonist uses this spell to defeat
I fully
the
did not
Raiden
catch any of
Shogun
that. Say that
in
again.
battle.
I prefer if we could do that sort of thing in a shitposty way,
suppose so.
instead of taking it
Once
seriously.
they're done writing the manuscript,
What do you
I'll
mean?
write the passage where the protagonist recites
I
the
don't know, just-
incantation myself.
The first example that came to mind was just saying, "I pledge allegiance to the swag."
This will be able to
'Cause it's
beat
funny.
the
What, instead of
first
your
hand guide to
excellency?
summoning spirits?
The
No, I
content
just
is
I don't
fine.
I don't know
Now
where
we
my
just
train of
need to
thought is
promote
going.
it.
Derailing.
In
I will
circles, in
contact an
circles is where
artist
it's
to
going.
make some illustrations. I'm positive they will be at least as good as those in
Just
A
finding the word
First-Hand Guide to
swag funny.
Summoning Spirits.
Soldier
We'll also
boy.
need an endorsement on a paper band around the book.
Superman, that very
I can
nice
get the
lady.
wonderful Ms. Hina to write that. She runs
Whatever
a
that
regular
means.
Q&A column
Instead
in
of Superman,
That's
that
Life
hoe.
magazine.
I know,
The
but
people
like
of
whatever
Inazuma absolutely
Supermaning
adore
someone
her.
means.
I believe that's like you're banging them, but like you have, no hand. Like your arms are out, like you're flying, like Superman. I think
Feel free
someone
to
can
take a
fact check me
break
on
while
that.
The creative team is doing their work, but please go by the Yai Publishing House.
I'm alright.
Oh, good. Now they're busy with another quest. Which one? Okay, the one I'm supposed to be doing. Fucking make up your mind, game. Oliver Clover, hello. Welcome to the stream.
Don't say that like that.
But Oliver,
What about it?
I don't know. It makes me want to say it in a British accent.
It's like you were Cody.
Well, because we played It Takes Two.
It takes 2 of these nuts.
Please, wait.
I mean, I don't know if it does, but 2 is definitely ideal.
Oh, so you must be the author of A Legend of Sword.
Yeah.
Anyway, you mustn't take him away.
That would be
No need to
cool.
worry, Genyu. I've just explained everything to Madame Kujo, and Kuroda has testified
Nuts
for me.
would be pretty poggers.
They would.
Yes. In fact... Oh, phew. Wait a minute. Well, to be precise, we had dispatched 2 additional squads here.
Cringe Lord.
Shinjo looks pretty flustered.
Though it's most embarrassing, in the end,
No, Genyu. It's only appropriate that I take responsibility for the Iridori Festival. I recommended the idea of selling newly released. Not only was this the first major project, however,
I might have made a
did not
mistake.
discuss our
I might
plans
have
with
made a
the
mistake.
authors in
Oh no.
advance.
What do you mean?
Oh
As
no.
a result,
Are you
it caused a
fighting?
great
Oh, no.
deal.
yes.
Yes.
To be frank, calligraphy is...
Even though such an event
Oh,
would be
you
difficult for Genyu,
stinky.
after telling him how important the plans were
I did
to
my
me,
ult and he left the
immediately
circle.
bored. So these past few days, Genyu has been actively practicing his handwriting. However, it takes time to sign each book.
Yeah.
And we realized the time we reserved for the signing was not nearly enough.
Oliver, I always think of the movie.
movie?
What, like
Oliver
Willy...
the movie.
Is that the kid's name in Willy Wonka? Like, where? I don't know. Where am I getting this from, Mom? What are you thinking of?
So
I'm
I
probably
came up with
thinking of the same
idea
thing, but
moving
like
the
I
new
don't know
books
what I'm
from the
thinking of.
warehouse to my place. That way, Genyu could use these few days to sign them all. I thought everything would work out without a hitch. I never expected that someone would immediately
Omnipresence
realize
of
that the books
Immortals.
were
Okay,
missing from the
I'm
warehouse.
finally doing that now.
I think that's maybe like the last one in
Yep.
in the Inazuma story.
To make
I
things
can't wait
worse,
to do
I was
7
on
more.
vacation and staying with Genyu in my house these past few days. I had no idea that the situation had turned into such a huge mess.
Because despite it being the last one in Inazuma, I've still got like 300 bajillion on top of that to do.
A musical. Maybe I don't know what I'm thinking of. That I don't think I'm thinking of that.
Oliver Twist.
All of this happened because I wanted to prove myself through this event.
Onodera, I agreed to your proposal because I didn't want the readers to know of my unsightly handwriting. Also, I knew that Onodera had been misled by one of my prior signatures. At a previous event, the Yai publishing
What's the name of the
house had
boat
requested
thing? I
autographs
forgot.
of authors so that they could be
Like
put
the
on
little
display.
boat you can summon?
I practiced tirelessly for an entire
don't
day
know.
to finally deliver a stylish and elegant
It's
signature
something,
for the event.
but why? Why do you ask?
Looking back on it
'Cause I'm in
now,
it.
I had dug myself into a hole by delivering that nice signature for the sake
Alex
of
in
my
it.
pride.
Hey, come on, you two.
No.
Loosen up a little. The theft was nothing more than a simple misunderstanding. Besides, everyone has something they do
Alex
not
knows.
wish
I
others to
know
see.
the name. I don't know what it is.
That's right. All that matters is that Shincho and his books are okay.
Onodera, I
Speed.
think you should explain
With
the
the,
truth
it's
regarding
like
the stolen
wind
books
something,
to
right?
the rest of the
Oh
people on
yeah,
Vito.
like
Yes,
Wind
I
Rider or
understand.
Wind
I'll
Glider
apologize
That's
or
to
it.
Wind
everyone.
Sailor
Wind
or
Rider.
something.
We should probably
Wind
be
Rider.
heading back to Rito
think.
as well. Let's tag along.
Hey, thank you for the follow, Oliver.
Yeah.
Well, fuck. Now they're busy with another quest again. Are we just
Lol.
gonna be flip-flopping in these? What is the story for you? Well, now this is one of the extra ones. Holy fuck, this is complicated.
Flip-flopping between these nuts.
I would like to be...
I'm stuck.
Yeah,
What a
bro.
coincidence. I was
Nah, I got
wondering
out of
where
it.
I might
I'm
be able
alright.
to find you, and here you are. Well, can't I come and see
Oh,
you
need
when
a step,
nothing
bro.
is up? All right. As much as I'd like to sit and chat with you,
You have a
this time,
question?
I'm
Go for
here
it. I
mainly
might have
for
an answer.
Klee. Before bringing Klee here, I told her many stories about Inazuma. However, I've got other things to do in Inazuma this time besides painting the portraits of the 5. Inazuma
How the
is
dingus
not
do you expect?
like
Bruh.
Mondstadt. I can't just let
Oh,
Klee wander off by herself when I'm busy with other things. So
Shadow,
I had to have her stay at the
Hero or
International
Discord,
Trade
either's fine.
Association while I finish my
What's
work.
the point in a list of names? Like, just give us like one.
I don't know. If you want to, like, that's fine. But honestly, I'm probably just gonna do like your Twitch username most of the time.
Yeah, there's no point in having like
She hasn't
500
complained,
usernames. Just have
but
one that works.
I can tell she's not enjoying
What channel?
being
Probably just
stuck there
general.
on her
If you're
own.
doing it in Discord.
Favorite Genshin character?
I now have you
I really
and
like
Paimon.
Ito and Goro. I don't know if I have a
So,
favorite between them. Goro's like more of a little cutie patootie, but Ito's, you know, a DPS, so I can actually use him.
Yay, Mr. Honorary
But the two of those are what got me playing this in the first place. Their banner came around and I'm like, all right, I guess it's time.
You just after that Ito Schmito.
Hey, there we go. Like that.
What you talking about, Mr. Honorary Knight? Yeah.
How about you, Oliver?
But Albedo is
Where am I
really
going?
busy. I can't go too far away
Oh.
or he'll be worried about me. Aw, Klee, you're such a thoughtful kid.
Oh, okay. We're gonna autoplay.
It's very thoughtful, thank you very much. Paimon always thinks anyway. It is pretty cruel not to let Klee go out when she was so excited to come here.
Go away, smelly NPC. Where's Goro?
Allow the almighty traveler and dependable Paimon to bring Klee on a tour of Inazuma.
Please
Please,
feel it
yeah,
deadly.
No, she's meant for people who play League of Legends.
Klee? Do you
Klee's
wanna go
fine,
play
but I
with
would like
Mr.
to have her
Honorary
because her
Knight?
little bomb things seem pretty strong.
I do.
Smash Bros. Player.
As you know,
I mean, we
Klee
both
is
played
our
Smash
Spark
Bros.
Knight. You
Yeah.
must keep her safe and sound.
I have not.
Arson Child is
Yeah.
one of the best children. I like that.
Try to keep her out of trouble. For instance, if
That's
a
me.
mountain in Inazuma was to lose one of its peaks, or if there were an explosion somewhere in the city, Klee could very well get in trouble.
That's why you can't let me near
Glad to hear
candles.
I promise I'll bring you back an awesome souvenir, Mr. Albedo.
Great. I look forward to it.
There are loads of cool things to do in Inazuma. Try the local cuisine, visit a shrine. What do you want to do, Klee? Almighty Shogun. Cuisine? What's that? You know,
Food, bruh.
Oh my god, I don't like Kokomi's voice.
She's fine. I don't know. I don't have strong feelings.
I don't like it.
Wow, something smells
You
so
just
good.
don't like it.
I think it's coming from the
How dare you?
steaming thingy.
What do you mean, how dare I?
I feel like at one point or another we're gonna have to stop this joke. Before people
Probably.
that I actually just before people start thinking that I'm actually misogynistic.
There's so many
I just very gay.
It's not noodly soup. It's tonkotsu ramen, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, so, what are those yellow and red thingies on that plate?
You're kidding, right? Those are
Tempura?
dry-flavored skewers.
I wish I could fucking like well, I guess tempura doesn't have to be shrimp. You could have like tempura something else.
Have you really not
I don't
tried
know.
one before?
Tempura always sounds good.
Wow, tonkotsu ramen, tri-flavored skewers, and egg rolls. They all sound delicious.
They sure are. Guess you're not from around here if you haven't tried any of these before. Let me buy you an egg roll with my allowance so you can get a taste of our Inazuman food.
Really? But
If you like eggs, you would get along with Zerg, who apparently just got fucking taken over by an egg-based parasite or something.
taking another kid's
I used to know a guy on
allowance
Discord who
just
used to
seems kind
eat
of
like
odd.
18 a day.
That's a lot.
Yes, it is.
Even eggs aside, that's just like a decent amount of food.
No, he just ate like eggs and beans and bacon, and that was about it.
You're Mia's friend.
Was he
And
very
also-
straight? Because that sounds very straight.
Yes, he also refused to use shampoo.
Was he Gaston?
Guy, why don't you make some?
Who?
From Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. Like, how does the fucking thing go? Like, I eat something about eating 12 dozen eggs every day, but like, I don't remember the exact lyric. I'd have to like work my way through that song mentally.
No, he was Bosnian.
I don't even know where Bosnia is.
It's in the Balkan region. It's kind of like ish, near Italy-ish.
Okay. Well, you know what? Suck on eggs makes me think of like Debbie from the Amanda Show. Like she'd say I like eggs, but I don't know. And then that's like an insult too. Like go suck on an egg or something.
Mr. Honorary.
How do I get 3 delicious? Oh, egg rolls. Okay. How does one make an egg roll? Do I have the recipe?
Roll up an egg.
Well, I mean, yes. Technically, that's correct.
The way you said recipe.
Yeah, like Ignis.
Yeah.
What is the line? I've discovered a new recipe.
Found a new recipe.
Something like that, yeah.
I've done it. I've found a new recipe.
Once again,
then-
oh, here we go. I question why the fuck they don't let you alphabetize this.
I heard that.
Yeah, I know, because it's coming out of my controller.
Why do you not just have the speaker on your controller muted at all times?
I kind of like it.
I think it's distracting because it's like when I would play GTA on PS4, the phone would come out of the speaker on the controller, and I'm like, why? But also, if your mic picks that up, then like, not great for stream.
I probably should change it, I know. Hey, here's the line, by the way, got it. As a young boy, I ate 3 raw eggs. I'm trying to think of the melody for this. Like, as a young boy, I ate 3 raw... I don't know. I ate 3 raw eggs and I grew up, I ate 4 dozen eggs. No, but doesn't he say something about 12 dozen eggs at one point?
His cholesterol must have been through the roof. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm surprised that his body was still intact after eating that many eggs.
Wow, you
Well, he probably
really
just
can
became mostly
cook.
egg at that point.
You're up.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Yoimiya. Yoimiya can do anything.
Like, he did it for, like, working out reasons, but, like, any time...
protein, right?
Yeah, but the thing that I never got is that he he would, like, occasionally send a picture of, like, him now and then him a year ago, and they look identical. So it seems like it's making absolutely no benefit to him.
Yeah, me when working out before I stopped.
I'm going to, once I figure out my work schedule, I'm going to order some weights.
Here. When I was a lad, I ate 4 dozen eggs every morning to help me get large. And now that I'm grown, I eat 5 dozen eggs, so I'm roughly the size of a barge. That's how it goes. Big man, eat egg.
I will continue to not eat egg then.
Why? Because you want to be a tiny little slender thing?
Well, yeah, why wouldn't I?
No reason. Wanted to call you a tiny little slender thing. Kiki, I think you're caught up on Owl House, but I watched one of those today while I was eating lunch. And they had a joke in there about Slender Man as like a thing instead of Slender Man, and I thought that was funny.
Oh, yesterday I won 3
Everybody watch Owl House.
in a row
It's
against
cute
that guy with
and
the
magical and has gay in it, and Disney's gonna kill it because of that.
I'm good.
Wow, Matsuzaka. Nice work.
Don't worry, Yoimiya. Maybe you can't light fireworks during the Iridori Festival?
I know. Thanks, you guys. It's just that
Yoimiya, it's me!
I like the idea that Yoimiya is just like a fucking pyro, and like if she can't light off a firework every 5 minutes, she gets upset.
Me.
You're not allowed to play with fire, mister.
I want to introduce you to a new friend.
You'll die.
An Outlander girl.
No, I won't.
Nice to meet you, Klee.
I have used nothing but gas hobs my entire life, and I'm completely, mostly fine.
I love the cute
What is a
outfit
hob?
with the hat and the cool little symbol.
Stove.
Unique.
Okay.
And your backpack.
That was gonna be my guess.
Wow, it's really well made.
That's a 4-leaf clover.
Really? That's awesome. Also, that little fairy on your backpack is super cute too.
That's Dodoko, my best friend. We always go fish blasting together.
We always
in
go
Starfell
fish
Lake.
blasting in Starfell Lake. AKA, Klee throws bombs into a fucking lake and just kills all the local wildlife.
Isn't that what they do in, like,
really like it.
the Arctic to find spots to drill for oil?
Could be. No idea.
Yep. My mom says
It is
that when
B.
a Dodoko is born,
Ride the wind and go off on a big adventure?
Yep. My mom is
I
the
know they do that.
Yoimiya.
They just, like, set off bombs to disrupt the soil or whatever that's at the bottom, so they can see
so
where a
much.
good spot for
Why
drilling would be.
don't I make a firework with a
And
four-leaf
it
clover
destroys the
pattern?
local wildlife.
Yeah. And after the fire,
Yeah.
we can go
Oops.
I don't think there's much about, like, oiling that is good for the environment.
Oh, oops. The folks from the Yashiro Commission specifically warned me that no—
What? It's not. Hey, come on. You just made. Yeah. We still have load. Right. Just the.
What do you say, Klee? Sounds like the Iridori Festival could be a real blast.
Hi, Aaron. How's it going? Saw that you were doing Mario Kart last night. That was fun.
It's literally every Wednesday.
Well, I don't know what he does all the time.
Smash and Mario Kart are the only
Regardless,
two games
I still
play.
hope he had fun.
It's Smash and Mario Kart, the only 2 games this man plays on stream, though.
I'll smash you in a cart.
Oh, please.
Here we are, the venue of the Iridori.
Yeah, and you are kind of a night boy sometimes, aren't you?
Blew towards
Huh?
the blonde samurai.
Aaron, just waking up
What
now.
a long name.
Oh.
Must be a new one. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, because I've definitely seen, like you stream late, and then sometimes I get up for work, and I see you, like, secret streaming on Discord with people.
By Kawabunga.
And Oliver, thank you.
Yoimiya.
I'm glad that you like the models. Very kind.
Name.
Who's this Kawabunga? It's pronounced Kayabuki Ike.
Oh, I completely
Outlander
forgot to add the
Brigade is a
naked
new
thing
series of mine.
to my
When
streams.
the wind of death blew
Oh,
towards
you were
the
actually
Blonde
gonna do
Samurai
that?
is the first volume.
Yeah. I'll do that later this week.
I guarantee that everyone will make you naked all the time.
I am not surprised, and that's why I'm going to put a limit on it.
I hear what's happening with my sleep schedule. I mean, it's very easy to get disrupted. I think we said that she just fixed Parks. Alex, this is a mess right now because of work.
She fixed Parks and then he immediately broke it again.
In one of my novels, this is a book about betrayal, blood, and tears.
What naked thing? A command where we could do like command shirtless or something, and he takes his shirt off.
You know how I have the avatar switching thing where it changes to the one that emulates Joe's scene? Same thing, but it just takes my avatar's clothes off.
Right. Well,
and it's gonna be expensive.
Don't go.
He knows what the people want, and what the people want is naked cat boys.
Because the one that switches to yours is 2,000 points, and it's for 10 minutes. This one's gonna be 5,000 points for 5 minutes.
Yeah, that seems. Seems like a good starting point at least.
It's Fischl's story. That's right.
Nice.
Flowers for Princess. Nope.
Mom.
But I know Fischl always hangs out with Oz.
I was speaking of Fischl because she showed up in text here. The next banner is gonna give me Razor and the fucking Step on Me Nun, Rosaria. And then all I need to complete my 4 stars is Ningguang and Fischl, and they were just available, and I didn't get them. So
oh, do you actually care about that?
I would like to have all the characters. Yeah, I mean, way easier said than done with 5 stars, but like, I mean, because that's the normal fucking progression of a game is get all the characters, except this one is just cringe.
Yeah, but the thing is, in this game, the character list is never gonna end, so you're never gonna have all of them unless you wail.
I mean, I'm getting characters faster than they're making them, even including 5 stars. So presumably, if I play this over a number of years, I will just have everything.
I would not want to play this game over a number of years at the level that you do.
Wait.
I don't necessarily want to either, but I will.
That's right.
He does know. I'm gonna become an IRL streamer and have the same redeem.
Hey. Yeah, no, you always stream in like a tearaway shirt, and then when someone redeems it, you just fucking rip it off.
Nah, I'm not gonna. What is that?
Random Genshin Heights. Wait, who the fuck is Kate?
Unless that's like a hidden D's nuts joke or something.
If that is, that'd be pretty good. I'm guessing it's like an NPC or something.
That's very imaginative.
5'0.5. How specific? Why don't you use centimeters, America?
I don't know. I mean, we don't know that Oliver is American.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm saying America uses inches and it's a problem.
Paint at the shop. Let's go to the shop and yay! Let's
go. We just have our cringe things, but hope.
I'm gonna have to, except that I'm also not. I'm gonna force Celsius upon you.
What do they have $5 footlongs at Subway in the Uke?
We have meal deal. And then there's like a thing where after 5 PM, footlongs are £4.
Do you have a funny thing that you call it instead of a $5 footlong, like a 10-pound pence or something?
A meal deal.
Well, I wanted it to be funny.
Well, we don't. We just have meal deals, which is like, I think, £5 for a 6-inch sub and like a packet of crisps and a drink, and that's it. And then after it hits 5 PM, then footlongs become £4 instead of like 7.
Well, there you go. You can do 4-pound footlong.
They don't call it that though.
Paimon was hoping that we could all paint together. So unfair. Actually, Paimon.
So small, yeah, because apparently Genshin has never heard of a woman being above 5'3".
They have to be delicate so that you can.
What does Dodoko do
ban
after
them.
getting to Inazuma?
How tall is Goro?
I don't know.
Dodoko goes
I'm
to
googling
eat
it.
favorite skewers.
Ooh, that sounds great! Once you're done painting, let's go get it printed. We'll print a whole... although
He's
it'll cost
5'3".
It's okay, Yoimiya. I have some more. Look.
And apparently his age is young man.
50 more is...
So nobody really knows.
We don't. Mr. Honorary Knight has so. I think I
I'm
should
gonna
just
say
go
18.
to earn some.
As am I.
Oh. He's my older brother, and he knows how to paint too. He paints Hilly Charles.
Oh,
Owie.
is that right?
An artist?
You smell.
Oh, that means he has 2 jobs. Yoimiya, let me show you.
Wow.
Yeah, fucking Albedo
a
getting that
resemblance.
bread helped me and
Paint the streets and...
commission.
Hey, you can even write the story over...
Okay.
Oh.
Shoot.
Dodeko sure had a lot of fun in
Oh
Inazuma.
my god, I'm getting boofed. Oh my god, I'm not reading all that.
Those 2 sound like they really did go on an adventure with Dodeko. They couldn't be happier.
Now, we have to get Dodeko's story printed.
I take it, Oliver, that you're more interested in the ladies of Genshin than the boys.
And ladies' nuts in my mouth.
Oh my god, fuck this fucking switching between quests bullshit. Friendship and writing, is that... Okay, that is still at least Yaimiko. So it's at least it's doing like the same 3 and not like everyone.
Well,
nah, the boys meaning like nah, I don't care about them, or nah meaning like no, I'm more interested in the boys.
My tracking broke for a second there.
SMH?
SMH.
Miss Hina
I don't
doesn't
know.
usually do with
Not
Miss
my
Hina
fault
getting
this thing
so
doesn't
popular
understand when I take a
lately,
drink.
But Miss
I
Hina's
love the
not
boys.
interested in
Okay,
any
cool.
of it.
We're on the same page
she
then.
still prefers to focus all her
As do
efforts
we.
on replying to readers' letters and turns down every promotional opportunity she can.
Else I
Maybe
wouldn't
that's
be
why
here.
her fans like her so much.
Yeah.
I'm getting off.
Well,
topic
again,
here.
between
Anyway, if you can get that endorsement from
you're
Miss
playing
Hina,
this game
you'll
for
definitely get
simping,
an
but I don't know how
exposure
much of
boost
it
at the
is
beginning.
for Goro and how much of it is for me.
May your light novel sell
Equal.
well.
We'll do our best.
Wow.
What do you mean, wow?
I don't even have a majority share. Not even 51%.
Well, owie. Well, I can't cosplay you.
You could.
Are you sure you'd like to
How?
submit this entry?
Fucking dye yourself pink and wear a pink
Miraculous
tank top.
Adventures of the Traveler
That
by...
would. I don't have either of those.
Actually, that would be
I wanna-
really cute if we like cosplayed each other.
Around you so much
Oh, I will.
slowly starting to understand your unique tastes.
What do you mean, strange?
We'll get this printed as a matter of priority.
I don't. You need to get like cat ears and dye your hair
That's right.
platinum
Be
blonde for me though.
confident in your work.
Well, I'd probably
That's
just get a wig
exactly
rather
how a
than
light
dyeing.
novelist should be.
Okay, then I'll sign you up.
And that'd probably be
Please
easier
come
for
back
you
in
too.
3 days. Thank you all for your submission. I wish...
What? I don't know. I'd do it.
Wait for 3 days. Suck my nuts. And then, okay, well, it said wait for 3 days, and then there's just like, nah, never mind. You can just keep going.
Here we are.
Oh, unless no, okay. I think it just like fucking sucked me into the Klee Yoimiya quest again.
Bennett, help me, child.
I know Auntie Aratani.
You don't have child on that account.
Auntie?
I'm calling Bennett a
Calling me
child.
Auntie.
I know.
Oh, it's the little girl who came with Mr.
He is the little
Krabs.
lad. Just like someone else I know.
I am the
How
same
can I
height
help
as
you,
you.
little girl?
Auntie Aratani, can you
Do the stanky leg.
Dodoko's story
Oh no.
printed so that everybody can see it?
Dodoko?
Not only that, Dodeko is also real. Look.
Well, it's a keychain. It's not real, honey.
Huh? I don't quite...
We better explain this to her.
Oh no. Oh no.
I see. Oh, I'd love to help you make this wish. The deadline has passed.
Auntie, are you saying...
Oh.
Oh, Klee, don't be upset.
Dear God, it's crying.
We still
Shut
have
up.
me and the Traveler. We'll think of some... Miss Aratani.
Kick the child.
Any way at all we can still
Kick
get this
the
printed?
baby.
We can pay extra. And if you're short on staff to help
Yes.
with the printing,
Miss Yoimiya, I
Kicks you in the
understand
butt.
your sentiment, but I'm afraid
How
it's
dare
not as
you.
simple as that. We've been printing
I am
many
not that
people's
annoying.
personal works for this festival.
No, but you are,
and
baby.
A lot of the books are already well behind
But I'm not as
schedule.
annoying as babies.
The printing press is already working overtime to try and catch up.
I don't know. You do be saying goo goo gaga all the time.
Yeah, to make fun of people.
You don't actually ever say that?
I do.
When?
On my streams.
What do we do?
What do you mean? I did it today.
This idea.
No, I won't let that happen.
I
remember this
use
one
it to make
time
fun
when I
of.
was
I'll be
little.
like,
Pop said he'd take me to the festival,
Goo
but
Goo
he
Gaga,
was so
I play
busy
League
with
and
work
harass
that
women on the
he
internet.
forgot all about
Okay.
it.
Get wrecked, Park, I guess.
I mean,
I
yeah, he
waited
literally
and
does harass women
waited
on the internet.
And kept wondering when Pops was
I don't know
finally gonna
about
take me
that.
there.
He plays League.
Eventually, that night,
If Sweet counts as women.
To
Yes.
this day, I
I
still
mean,
remember
I
how
normally I
sad
think of her
felt.
as just one.
I don't want Clete if we can't get it printed.
Well,
Then
yeah, but it
just
wouldn't
have to
sound
find
right to
Pike
say
and
I
Pete.
harass
Over
women
the
on the
next few
internet.
days, I'll
It would be
paint
accurate.
as many as I can.
Yeah, but it'd be
My,
not
Yoimiya has
grammatically
quite
correct.
a determined spirit.
You've
I
literally heard
like it
Alex say,
very
okay, well
much.
then this is just my dementia.
It's Miko, and
Somehow you have it worse than your mom.
Lady I.
Yeah.
It's okay, I know. You were just following the rules. Plus,
I mean,
when
you know,
our
it's probably
mission at
because
Yale
half of my
Publishing
brain is
House
just made
to
up of
bring
Pokemon.
dreams and happiness
No, I'm willing
to
to
the
bet it's probably
masses.
just because you're
It
constantly
would be a
tired.
crying shame if we couldn't even help one adorable little girl for. Let me think. Oh, I know.
You know, it's like how when you're like a smoker and it just like rots your brain. I just like have that, but instead of smoking, it's from Pokemon.
Yoimiya, little girl.
No, it's
So there's-
from
You can
being
print your
tired all the
book,
time.
But on one condition.
Yes.
Of course, Lady Gucci. Just tell us.
Dear me.
You can't
it's
argue with
nothing
me on
that
that. Like, being
horrendous.
tired makes
You
you
make it sound
just
like I'm some
slower
sort
in the
of
brain in
wicked
general.
witch.
and
Isn't
physically
that kind
fit.
of an interesting thought that you've basically like not known me while I've not been tired?
Yes.
All I mean is, if you want to get your work printed now, there is only
Maybe
one
maybe
way.
for like a
You
little
have to
bit
combine it
for
with
like
another
the first
print.
month you showed up or something.
However, there is only a small
Yeah,
amount
but,
of space
like,
remaining in the book in question.
Things were different.
Your book is
Yeah.
Is this a sacrifice that you're willing to make?
Clee, Lady Gucci is saying that we can print the book if we shrink it to half the size.
Yup, I am. Thanks, Miss Gucci lady.
What an
Also, I guess
adorable
yeah,
little
Mom, it's
girl.
not Gucci, it's
Well, that
Gucci.
settles it.
Is like her
Aratani,
title
make sure it
as
gets
like
printed with tonight's batch.
I think it has to do with her being a shrine maiden.
Yes, Lady I.
A what?
I'll get right on it.
A shrine maiden.
What's that?
You work at the shrine and also be a maiden.
Why can't I do that?
And then Elden Ring players try to come get you.
Why can't I do that?
Be a maiden and work at a shrine?
Yes, then Elden Ring players can come get me.
I mean, you'd
Your
probably look
Elden
real
Ring
cute in the
players.
outfit. Also, yeah, I already have.
Combining the
I promise I won't
solution.
sacrifice you to the big tree.
It'll cause a lot of extra work.
I don't
for
know
the
what
printing press.
the outfit looks like.
I am terribly sorry about that.
A shrine maiden thing would be like white little dress with like rope. Something like that.
I'm down for the rope. I don't know about the dress.
Or sounds like Gucci, I guess.
You'd be a great maiden. Oh, Palmer just said
No problem. Just think of it as my. Besides, the Yai Publishing House. will
That's
need
gonna
your
be my
help
next
with
Elden Ring
illustrations
title. Like,
again next
maidenless?
time,
Nah,
Mr.
I got
Klaus.
Alex.
You could also consider it as my investment in you.
If that's this weekend, I'll be there for it.
Maybe. Mama was talking about maybe doing something tomorrow, so maybe, I don't know. Otherwise, probably,
What?
yeah.
Somewhat.
Doing something. I haven't said something new, a new game.
You've
right,
mentioned
I
like
won't
2
disturb
or
you two any
3
longer.
in like
Bye-bye
weekend things,
now.
but I don't know what they are.
Yeah,
I don't know
we've
if
settled
you
on
asked
one.
Chris
It's just
before.
we need to like have her around and like not dead.
Yeah.
Everything worked out perfectly.
Well, I mean, yeah, that would be preferable.
Yoimiya, traveler.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Thank you for keeping
it's
Clee's
tough when
exceptionally
she
well
frequently
entertained for me.
inhabits the space of dead.
I would be. I mean, I'd quite like to meet her before she dies.
Yeah, I
So-
know, right?
Right. Clee is.
Oh my god, fuck you, game.
Me when?
Yeah, just both of us. When? Found Owl House. I'm gonna go watch where I left off. How close are you to recent M? I'm like 2 episodes behind or something.
Oh, stinky.
And Oliver, sounds like you're a Poke fan as well. Very based. The correct opinion.
I know you're doing that just to bait me.
Onodera, what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be on leave?
You can blame my parents, not me.
I do. I blame them for a lot.
I was interested when I was a kid. They drilled it out of me.
I'm very sorry.
Alex, you're still a kid. It's not too late.
I am 20 years old now.
Yeah, why didn't you tell everyone earlier?
Around season 2 midway.
If you had
Probably
told
when they
us,
had
we
like
could've
the
thought of
break
some
or
ways to
something,
help
right?
you.
Because it just came back recently.
That's right. We're a team, and we should be.
And then
helping
we're only
each
gonna
other in
fucking
tough
get 3
situations like
seasons
this.
because Walt Disney's Frozen Head said, "These 2 young girls are kissing. Shut it down."
Let's leave the past behind.
Nah, Walt
us now.
Disney's Frozen Head
Our
said
first priority
something
is to help
anti-Semitic.
Jinyu with his signatures. How
Yeah,
is your
well, he
progress?
said what I said, and then he
My
like
progress is not
bookended
what
it with
I
like
had
something
hoped for.
negative about
Even after
Jewish
working
people.
through the night these
Mhm.
past few days, I've only finished perhaps.
Wanted me and Alex
1/10
before I
of the
die
signatures.
too.
Oh, no wonder.
Yeah, you
Shinji
gotta
looked so
keep hanging in
sleepy
there
today.
for all of our sakes, Mama.
I understand.
Well,
Murata, go back to Yae Publishing House and get Aratani.
presumably
to book a room
within
on
the
the
next
second
year
floor
or
of the
so, I'll
EU
get to see you. So
We'll be using it for
I hope.
Jinyu's emergency calligraphy lessons.
Yes, Mr.
that sounds
Hirayama.
ominous.
It
No, just
so
the
happens
same thing
my
that we've
brother
been
is a
discussing.
photographer.
Like we
Should
want
I
to
ask
hang
him to
out,
lend
but
his
like
assistance as well?
Yes, good
COVID.
idea.
I don't even know
just
what's
reminded
happening with it at this point. It feels like I haven't heard any news about COVID in like 3 months.
I feel like I haven't either,
them
other than
before,
just
so I'll go and ask
general
them to help
people
out too.
being more relaxed about it
Seems
than I
I'm
feel that
really
they should.
over it now.
Yeah, I'm gonna just
In
look
terms
at
of like
Worry,
policy.
Jenny.
now.
I'm sure you can do it. Didn't you finish
I'm
the
gonna just
last
look at
chapter of your
statistics now because
novel
I'm
in just
curious.
1
I haven't
week's
seen them in
time?
ages.
Yes,
We
but
are
writing
going
novels
down.
And learning
That's nice.
calligraphy are two
Nice.
entirely different
Case numbers are
skills.
going down in the
Even
UK.
though Shinji still has
What
to deal
about
with his handwriting issue,
the
Paimon somehow feels a little
America?
relieved now.
Oliver, what time is it for you? How late?
You guys
I
are
always
actually
used to
on
prefer
about the same
working
case
alone in my
numbers as
workshop.
us, which is insane.
Are we
I've
on
come
a
to
decline,
realize
though?
that solving
Yes,
problems
you've
with
been on a
others also has
decline
its
since
merits.
February.
Okay, that's good. 10:28.
Right
Okay,
now,
not too much
you've
later then.
leveled off. Yeah, you've leveled off about 2 months ago, and we're doing the same thing.
Leveled off, Joe.
We also owe a
That's when I
special
phone it
little
in,
gratitude
and I
to
stop
the
leveling up.
mysterious person who has been leaving important info for us along the way.
And then I hit a Joe plateau.
Huh? You mean
Yeah, no,
you
that's when the
Pardon me,
sub growth stops working.
Right. We haven't had a chance to explain things to Shinjo.
And I cry. Well, I mean, the sub growth is plateaued right now at 0 since I
I
haven't
see.
turned it on yet.
It appears that Onodera and I
Twitch
were
emailed
spotted
me
when we were moving
again
the
about
books.
affiliate. They're doing it like every week now.
They want you. They heard about the fucking shirtless thing, and they're trying to get in on the ground floor before that turns on.
Well, I need
Albedo,
to
may I ask you one
money
thing?
so that I can
Not
pay
only
for
do I owe the
emotes first.
successful resolution of today's incident to that story,
I don't want to
but
go
I
for
also
affiliate
hope
without
that I'll
having
remember
emotes
this
or sub
lesson.
icons.
No problem.
'Cause Shiro doesn't
I
do
think
sub
you need it.
icons.
I think it's foolish to not have
Your
emotes
proposal
because that's
is
like
very
the main thing that people do subs for, unless it's just like, hey, I'm Ploof and I like you, so here's money.
Hold on, I'm about to take a fat shit all over Shiro because he didn't have emotes when he started. He announced it like 2 months after he started with when he got affiliate, and then he also still doesn't have sub icons.
Howdy. Hello, Cody. We were talking about you earlier because Alex got mad at me for doing a funny British.
I can't even get mad at you at this point. I've just given up.
Aww.
that figure was none other than Aoi no Okina
Since people are
himself.
traveling more
This
in
turn of events had begun with an
and in general
unnamed
taking
individual,
risks, I wouldn't say taking
under whose
risks. I'd say
coercion, Aoi no
it's just
Okina was
a bit
forced to take
safer now.
drastic measures to retrieve a page of poetry. He
If
knew
numbers are
nothing
down
of
with
this
those being true, that's also
individual's
yeah. So
intentions.
from what I've seen,
All he knew was that
the states
poem had to
leveled
do with
off
an old
about
acquaintance,
2-ish
Akahiko.
months ago in like the end of February, and you guys have sat around 29 to 30,000 cases since, and then we've been the same.
Albedo really
but like the same numbers, but we leveled off like maybe 2 weeks ago.
Chose calligraphy training is going at Uyu restaurant. Hey,
People are traveling more. And so Twitch numbers are
lower.
lower. Oh, you
no,
think
my
so?
Twitch numbers are higher.
I don't know. For Alex, yeah, talking about COVID. I have no idea how things are impacting or not impacting Twitch, but also Alex and I are like low enough that it's none of that is gonna like affect us in a big way. It's more just like, hey, do the people who know us like have plans, you know, tonight or not?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hello.
You I don't know, you might be big enough, Aaron, that you could like feel some of those trends.
Could you please help Shinjo with something?
Alex, it's fairly safe for vaccinated. How my favorite straight boys doing? We're doing good. We're having some bro time. We're broing out.
Don't even.
You're traveling now before the fall? Well, we got a plan, really. You know, I can't say, hey, Alex, come over here tomorrow. He's got to like get money and time off and things.
I've got I need to save up for a plane ticket. I also need to get my passport sorted out, and then I need to
that too.
So it's and I as far as I can tell, it's going to be a complex process. Not the passport thing, just getting myself over there.
Right, you're at as far as just like getting to the airport and stuff. You mean?
Yeah, because it seems like I'll have to get a train to Manchester, and then a plane from Manchester to London, and then a plane from London to where you are.
Right.
Which is just going to be a pain, but it is what it is.
Okay, well, I finished one more. Let me see if I can fucking wrap up something that I've done before I start a new one.
Oh, bruh.
People are masking less, meeting groups more, case numbers are down. Yeah, if people are still
I like wearing a mask, though.
If people are still being unsafe and we're still on a downward trend, then that is good.
People are being unsafe. I know they're being unsafe because people come into the store that I work at and are just disgusting. But we still haven't had any COVID cases. Among staff, at least.
Humans are just terrible, and this has just illustrated that in a very plain way. Cody, how is Elden Ring going? I assume you're still getting some ring time in every now and then.
What the stink am I supposed to do here?
Krienko, hello, welcome.
Stateside, let's go. Well, I mean, yeah, it was bound to happen at some point. I just don't know when it's going to happen still. There's a lot of planning.
If we do like a hangout with Park at some point, it'd be cool to like get to meet you too, Cody.
Just don't bring the kid.
I imagine it might be like going to him for convenience, and the kid might be around, and you might have to cope.
I will leave.
Anyway, Krienko, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it.
The majority of people I see running errands don't wear masks. Yeah, I feel like the only people that I see wearing masks where I work are like Asian exchange students.
Right, because they're smart about it, and they've normalized, like, hey, if you're sick or if things are going on, maybe just wear one.
Yeah, and I am at a point where my co-workers are asking what I look like because I have never taken my mask off at work.
Honestly, I feel like I'm just going to be wearing a mask for years. Why are you excited, Raider?
As am I.
Raider just fucking hopped up. Hi. No more ring. Got Sunny Boy Switch, so I'm playing Breath of the Wild. That's neat. I saw the fucking like most incel thing on Twitter like right before stream where someone was like, it was an "Am I the Asshole" post.
Is it
and the one about the girlfriend playing Elden Ring?
Nope, different one.
Okay, no. So it was like, am I the asshole for like telling my girlfriend that she didn't really beat Elden Ring because she's a mage and used summons, and also beat it before me because she has time?
Huh?
And it's like, yes, you are.
What?
Basically, am I the asshole for being an asshole to my girlfriend? Yeah, you think?
Wait, so he's saying that she didn't really beat Elden Ring because she used like a class that he doesn't like.
Let me break it down more. So he's like, My girlfriend is someone who doesn't really play video games. She plays stuff on Switch, like Breath of the Wild, which, you know, totally not a real video game, right, guys?
Yep.
So, yeah, so that's
that,
fucking, like, red
3
flag
minutes in.
1. And then he's like, so she saw me playing Elden Ring and thought it looked like Breath of the Wild and that it was fun. So I was like, yeah, you can try it out, but you might not like it. And then she did, and she played as a mage and summoned people to help and stuff, which is in the game, you know? And then she beat it and showed him, and he's like, well, you're not really a real gamer, because mages are for babies, and also you summon help. And then he has the gall to ask if he's an asshole. I hope that dude is fucking dumped. She can do better.
And that those are the kind of people that make me feel bad for playing easy mode.
Happy adventure with Dodoko.
Right, but realize how everything I'm saying is fuck that guy, he's wrong, so you can do what you want.
This story is
I know, but still.
Mia's gift for Mr. Honorary Knight.
Lady Yai wanted me to inform you that since this book was printed together with another work, there are many more copies than you may have anticipated.
I'm lost as to what to do here. Wait, oh, do I have to do them in a certain order?
In exchange, the extra copies
What,
of the book will be
yeah, what are you
included as
doing?
a free gift with purchases of the other book. Is that okay with
Oh, are you sure?
Actually, the book that yours was printed with is called...
So, Klee's mother is a right.
Klee's mother, Alice, is a renowned adventurer in Tibet.
Do we
And the
know...
Inazuma
Do we know
edition of the
Alice?
popular Tibet travel guide
Klee's mother
series
is Alice?
is
Do we know
set
who
to
that
be
is?
released imminently.
You what?
They just mentioned Klee's mother, Alice. I'm wondering if that feels like a name. Maybe no.
Lady
No
Yai
idea.
has already decided
Oh,
on
I'm
how
not
to
fast
promote
enough.
it.
Wait,
A
how much?
joint
My
endeavor
recovery
by
time is.
Tibet's
What?
biggest and best mother-daughter adventure.
I don't know what to do.
Yup, I'm super happy because my book gets to be released together with Mommy's book. I'm so glad.
Like, this is physically impossible for me to do.
Sorry, what?
Huh?
What are you having trouble with?
I have to light up, like, 3 of those, like, totem things that you use an element for. But they're so far apart that the time limit runs out before I can light all 3 of them at the same time.
What element?
And Electro.
Well, okay, no. You probably can do it. What it probably is, based on puzzles I've seen, is that they, like, run out at different times. You need to figure out which one is, like, longest, and then hit that one first, and then so on and so forth.
I mean, I know which one it is, but it's still, like, not enough. I don't think.
Okay. Let's that. If I can... I hope I don't actually have to wait 3 days for this bullshit, and I can just fast forward the clock. That would be a real fucking, like, kick in the pants if, all of this, you know, like, hey, you have to do this quest before the event thing. Also, then, on top of that, stacked the annoyances with, like, hey, wait 3 real days.
Yeah, so they do run out at different times, but there's just not enough time for me to reach them.
What electro character are you using?
Razor.
Do you might need to use Lisa because she has range, or
I
if
tried
you
her, I
happen...
can't, she doesn't activate them.
Should.
Well, when I use her ability, she doesn't.
Not her R2, just her regular attack.
Yes, it doesn't do anything.
Do you have any of the electric archers? Ujosara or official?
No.
He's making she's a sheep girl, Klee?
Fucking
Klee,
Lisa
no.
has, I forgot that it's different when you hold it down.
She doesn't... Oh, yeah, she does have, elf ears. I never really realized that. What Genshin lore people, what the fuck's up with that? What is Klee?
What the dog doing?
I thought... Because I didn't really fucking register that that was her hair. I thought it was just fucking... Or, no, I thought it was her hair. What are you oiing about?
Big guy.
Big fella?
Big, large man.
You've all
Those
finally made
Noxons?
it.
I don't know what that means, Oliver.
Good news, everyone.
I just received word that your light
That
novel
sounds like
is
medication.
flying off the shelves.
Yeah, kind of. Ask your doctor if osnoxins is right for you.
Ow, my! I just got one-shotted.
Side effects may include fucking dying.
I did
This
do.
level of success is an amazing accomplishment for a new work. I have free copies for each of you here. Please take them. The payment will follow shortly, and I'll notify you to come and collect it when the time comes.
Oh yeah! The whole reason why we made this light novel was to come... We saw the light of
Lol.
Shh. Listen to what the people around us are talking about.
I do like Miko. I wish I could have
Conversation
rolled
has
for
already
her.
moved on, hasn't it?
Hey guys, have you heard about this latest guide out thing doing the rounds? You just need to recite the incantation from A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits and... Oh, that? That's a throwback. No one's talking about that anymore. The Secret Spells of Lady
What the
Kitsune is
dingus?
the new hit thing. The Secret Spells of Lady
What's the
Kitsune?
dingus doing?
What's that?
You haven't read it
Yeah.
yet? Okay, so supposedly, if you recite the spell in there on a moonless night, I heard that the incantations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits have weird side effects.
I'm
This
fine.
one guy wished for a load
You
of
gasped.
Mora and got it. They actually had to
I'm
use
fine.
one of the secrets. That proves that the incantations in this book are more potent than the ones everyone was trying before.
Really? Well, I better go and prepare too.
Well,
The
Did you
NPCs
fit
are
it?
coughing.
worried now?
Did you figure out the electro thing though, or did the combat interrupt you?
You're right.
No, I figured it out. I just
Simon
hate it.
doesn't remember that.
Did you have
from
to
the
hold
brainstorming
Lisa's thing to
session.
do it all at once?
No, I am not
This
used to
is
the
something
fact
that
that
will
you
become
don't hold
very
it down.
important to us further
So,
down the line.
Oh, her regular attack, you mean?
Of course.
yeah,
Behind every book that
Right.
hits them.
I forgot that she had a regular
If he
attack
even
because
put
I'm
his
just
own
used to
devices,
holding it down.
He might just write another guide to summoning
Confirm
spirits.
she's an elf. I don't know that. I'm assuming you Googled that, but like I don't know if I can trust Google because people just fucking say shit.
Also, we still
Like,
need to figure
because as far as I know, Genshin
That's
doesn't
what we
have
need to
elves.
Take care of next. Fortunately, I've already managed to identify the author. But when we went to ask him about it, yes.
You don't know that?
This is another case
Link
of
could
possession.
be in the game.
After his novel
He could be, but he's
failed,
not.
he
If
was
they want to
working
collab, that'd be
aimlessly
great.
in Araumi. In frustration,
I'm sure you'd main
he
Link.
shouted out, "Please,
Yeah.
someone, anyone, help me
What?
write a
What?
truly
I wonder what
amazing
element
novel."
he'd be though.
After that, he
Calm.
lost consciousness.
Scumbender.
The spirit that wrote
Yeah.
the book has already left him now.
Like you know, because
right?
like in Hyrule Warriors, he's like a
What are
light
we
type, but they don't
supposed
have
to
a light
do?
type in this.
Simple. It wrote
Well,
a
then,
summoning
Electro,
incantation
probably.
in the book, didn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
So we can just
That would
use
maybe be
its
the
own
closest
method to make it
analog.
manifest itself.
But
Or
with Breath of
fire.
the Wild, with Breath of the Wild, I'm thinking he'd more be like wind.
Yeah, I could. You know what? I could actually see that more. Just essentially add a wind element all over him. You know, Wind Waker was a thing too.
Yeah,
And you, my little friend, are the perfect candidate for this
I will
role.
play that one day.
Oh, what are you
Ba-
talking
Please play the
about?
Wii U one though,
The fun's just about to begin.
Why?
because it's everything in the GameCube one, but it looks great. Like it really they did a great job with it. And actually, they also took what is a very commonly what is very commonly a sore point in the late game, where it's like, hey, you have to collect all this shit and like pay 1,000,000 rupees. Like they streamlined that a lot.
Let me check if CX is gonna rip me off then.
I still gotta fucking do more with her.
£30. That's not bad.
Genshin Wiki doesn't
Is it-
confirm a race. Yeah,
Is it in
that's
stock?
what I'm. That sounds more correct.
There is not a copy of Wind Waker HD in stock in my local CEX, but there is ones that are relatively near me, so I could just like get a train ticket or something.
Well, what about just like ordering it off Amazon or something? Probably expensive.
As if Amazon's gonna have Wind Waker HD on it.
They might. I don't know. The Wii U sold like shit, right? So there might just be more copies floating around.
Yes, the Wii U sold like shit. The games did not, because the only people that had Wii U's would buy the games that were out.
Well, but that's assuming that Nintendo's stock things were calculated correctly, which, if you look at Amiibo, they don't seem to know what the fuck they're doing, so I don't know.
The only Wii U games that you can still buy brand new, as far as I'm aware, is Breath of the Wild in the UK.
Interesting.
They have an overstock of that.
Allison, her daughter of a race blessed with longevity. Cleo's pointed elf-like ears. Name of the race is currently unknown.
What about
okay. So they're Yoda. They just exist and we don't know what they're called.
What about eBay? Yeah, try going on eBay and buying anything for a reasonable price these days. On my way to put RTX 3070 into eBay.
What's Alex trying to get? Wind Waker HD. The remake of it that they did on Wii U.
The ideal
Flatmate's got
spot for a
Twilight
little
Princess
meet and
HD,
greet
but I'm
with a
not
certain
paying those
elusive
prices.
author.
That one, it's not
This is
like
the place where we are most likely
like
to succeed in
sure,
summoning
I'd
the
still say get it
spirit.
if you can, but it's just high res. Like Wind Waker HD, they have like way better lighting and stuff, and it just looks like way nicer overall.
What?
Really?
I know that in the Wii U version of
What are you so afraid of, honestly?
Twilight Princess HD,
We're
though,
finally
they
about to meet the true
flipped the game
author.
around so it's the right way around again.
See, that would throw me off. I would probably be upset playing it because of that.
But I'm left-handed, so it makes sense for me. I would hate playing a game where it forces me to be right-handed.
No, I'm not saying that. Like, hand stuff aside, just because I played the Wii version, like, going back to play a game you've played before and having the whole game fucking mirrored would be weird.
That's just because Nintendo was lazy.
Oh.
So, how about you cope and let me play it how I wanna?
No, this has nothing to do with you. This is just about me. You can do whatever you want. I'm saying if and when I do that, it's gonna be fucky.
What a
for me.
weird painting. Miko, do you know
What if you just forget everything?
Unfortunately, I'm not that demented.
Inazuma.
Bruh.
Good piece of artwork and all. Looks like the
Disappointing.
artist.
Let's go inside and take a
I
look.
mean, who knows? Give it a year.
A year.
Well, yeah.
That's quite a short amount of time.
I suppose.
Let's get down to business.
Filter searches, but buy it now, best offer, make it offers. But eBay is just a shit show in the UK right now. Honestly, everything is overpriced.
Well, eBay, I feel like eBay is just a shit show in general.
Order guide you.
Yeah, but like here especially, like I paid, what was it? For Skyward Sword, I paid £30. If I go in CEX now, I can buy it for 10. But because I bought it on eBay, it was 30. That site is hateful in the current state of the console and game market.
Well, yeah, you know, with COVID causing like a boom in like video game sales and stuff, I can totally see why gray markets like eBay would get nasty.
Ah, I see.
Well, yeah, it is. I want to get an
This setup
RTX
is quite
3070,
handy.
but I have to pay
Saves me a
RTX
lot of
3090
work.
prices
All right,
for it.
go and take a look around. There should be a mechanism somewhere that makes the whole room move. Right here, right now. Emerge.
Paying shipping from across the pond screws you. Huh? Are you thinking I'm going to import an American copy of the game?
I guess just as an option, but yeah, no, Cody, he won't do that.
Why would I do that? I couldn't play it to begin with. I'd put it in my console and he'd be like, yeah, this is American, you can't do that.
I don't know how things work.
This is
Region locking. It's been a thing ever since media has existed.
Region suck my dick.
Press the advantage.
If I try and put my Blu-ray in your Blu-ray player, it will just be like, nah. It's European.
I do not have one, except probably some of my PlayStation can do that.
And your Xbox.
My Xbox.
Don't.
It's my turn with the Xbox.
No, you can't, actually.
What do you mean?
Because that's how, when I was like 13, that's how people used to win the console war.
What, by being like PlayStation fans being like, Xbox suck?
No, by Xbox 360 owners saying Xbox is so much better than Gay Station.
Nothing lasts
And
forever.
then they would giggle and haha.
Who wants
want some of this? Let's roll.
I love Yae Miko's like splash art for her ult. She looks very step on me.
Gross.
I mean, it's good character design, bruv.
Yet more evidence that you're straight.
I am not that straight.
Huh?
I'm only mildly straight sometimes.
No, you're fully.
Nah.
What do you mean, nah?
I'm not.
You literally said, I like this ad because she looks like she's step on me.
It's good art. That doesn't mean I want to fuck her, but also unless.
Yeah, exactly. Straight boy.
Yeah, Cody, I'm honestly surprised though that you have never heard about region locking.
It sounds like you forget that it exists as well.
Don't worry about it.
No, I am.
It's already time for us to be at the docks. Let's go.
What?
Enter the delusion factory.
Stop over one person. Does that mean
yeah, like fake vision.
The delusion factory. Hey yo, I'm back. Enter Nintendo Twitter.
Oh, I was gonna say that's where I came from.
No, it's where Nintendo fans on Twitter came from.
What specifically are they doing?
Being delusional.
About what though?
That Nintendo is a company that loves them.
Okay. Yeah. Well, right. I mean, anyone who fucking thinks a corporation is their friend is a fool.
What the dog doing? Ow.
How do I get this last?
I don't mean that. I mean in the sense that, like, Nintendo just actively hate all of their supporters.
Can't catch me.
And what, like shutting down fan games and that kind of shit?
Shutting down anything and everything that fans do, including tournaments and stuff that have nothing to do with them.
Yeah, I never got that. Also, that doesn't seem like they should be able to.
But they can.
Nintendo frequently does all kinds of shit that I feel like, no, that shouldn't be legal for you to shut it down.
They have
Order
to.
guide you.
I mean, it's the same thing as like when fucking someone can like copyright strike you for like having the music from their video game in your, you know, when you're playing their video game, or like when Atlas is like, hey, if you stream the end of Persona, we're gonna fucking get you. It's like, no, that's not how the world works. Fuck off.
Oh. Wait,
no. I do this one. There we go.
Wait. Oh, video game.
You are playing one, yes.
Stabilize. Yeah, but I just didn't realize what I was doing.
Right now, right here.
Crystal Marrow. Dangerously close to something else.
Only the one letter in the second word.
Yeah, close enough.
Drugs are bad, okay.
Nah, I think they're pretty cool.
Wow. Cancel aloprax 2022. Advocate of drug.
Yeah.
Can't catch me.
Heroin
Alex
is
was
especially
quoted.
fun if you're 14.
Alex was quoted on Twitter as saying, "Drugs are funny."
I was quoted on now as saying, heroin is better when you're 14.
Whoa. It's that painting we just saw. It's turning this way along with the whole wall. It's getting eerier and
I'm taking a nap.
What is this place?
Heroin make you tired?
Okay, next I will show you a secret kitsune spell. This painting is the murky mirror reflects the view of Inazuma in a bygone age. Spirits stirred by the sight of the past will be easily drawn to
Good night,
it.
Oliver.
What the dog
Have a good
doing?
sleep.
You're up next, little one. Come on,
Ow.
sit yourself down here. Yes. The whole point of a summoning ritual is for a dead person's spirit to possess a living person's body. You saw what happened to that Oni samurai spirit. After leaving the host's body...
Are we positive that summoning a spirit to possess...
Oh, you really care about the little one quite a lot, don't you? I'm a little jealous. I wish my friends were caring like that. Anyway, are you scared, little friend? Sit on the chair,
Yeah, getting possessed sounds like a bad idea. Are we gonna like fight something in our mindscape?
There's really
Nah,
no
that sounds
need
like
to be
fun.
nervous.
I want to get possessed.
It'll fucking walk you into traffic and you'll die.
You say that as if I don't do that already.
Well, you haven't,
I just haven't
yet.
yet.
It's like he's sitting inside
Yeah.
the painting. Huh? Is that
I probably will do eventually.
Did the painting just move?
If I can help it.
Recite the
You probably
incantation
can't.
in your heart, little one. Also, you'll need to have some intense thoughts going through your head. A wish, for example. Now, what kind of wish do we think it would take to... Very good. The wish needs... The book is selling exceptionally well, Traveler, but we're going to need an outline for Chapter 4 as soon as humanly possible.
The painting is moving again!
We're literally summoning a spirit by being like, hey yo, help me tighten up the graphics on level 3.
What?
Do you know that goof?
No.
It's an ad for like some like online university for like gaming or something. And so in the commercial it's like, you know, like a teacher, I guess, comes up to like a couple students or something. And it's like,
I never
hey,
thought the day would come when I'd be
or no,
summoned using
I think
my
it's maybe someone
own
working on a
ritual.
project together. And it's like, hey, I need you to tighten up the graphics on level 3. You know, which is clearly not how anything works.
What have we here? Another budding...
I don't know.
writer?
I'm doing a terrible. I'm
How are you
butchering it
all? Why
completely,
is
but it's
everyone wishing
fucking
for
funny and
help with their
stupid.
writing? Are
Well, I don't know
novels so
game design.
popular in this day and age?
We got you! So
Well, no, but I
here's the
feel
one
like
who
you
wrote
play
a
enough
first-hand
games that
guide
even
to
you should
summoning
know that. Like,
spirits.
you don't just tighten up the graphics on level 3. It's like, no, like everything is individual assets and stuff like that.
What are you trying to do, Why'd you put that summoning incantation in the book, huh?
Still.
What's your game here?
Huh? What's this? Oh, I see. No wonder this felt so familiar. I've walked right into your trap, haven't I? You
If it's
asked
an
me
American
what
thing, I
my
won't know it.
game is here?
I'll see if I can find it later if
Was
I
to
remember.
use this
You can probably remind me.
incantation as a means for all the souls of the departed yokai
Americans
to
when a
make their
non-American
glorious
doesn't get an
return
American
to the
reference.
world and plunge
America.
What?
all of Inazuma into a
What are you on about?
bloody war.
What do you mean what I'm on about? You know exactly what I'm on about.
Knew it! You had an evil plan all along!
Oh, did you now? I sense good. Good! With this power, no one
Gonna
shall be
fight
able to
the Traveler?
stand in
That'd be
my
kinda cool.
way.
No. That would not be cool.
Why?
Quick, wake up! We gotta
I want to fight him.
You do or don't?
I don't want to fight him.
It is
Then don't do Yaemiko's quest.
You shall never wake
I
him
won't.
again.
Unless, well, you might have to though if you do actually try to cram for this event.
I'm not. I can't be ass. Oh! That graphic took a long time to load in.
Meme, satire, metaphor for circumstances in anyone's day to day. What is Cody?
You're laughing?
Oh, Rakusai, you haven't changed.
Well, you made the face enough times that I couldn't exactly miss the hint. This is what you were. Look what you've done to
Dum-dum
this
in your
little
big-ass
flying
hat.
one here. Oh, poor thing scared
Scaramouche?
witless.
Yeah.
You were having
Scaramouche,
plenty of fun
Scaramouche.
playing the bad guy a moment ago.
I made that joke like at least 10 times when you were doing that, and I feel like nobody picked up on it.
No, I think we talked about that.
Yes, we...
Allow me to formally introduce the author of A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, Urakusai. No, wait. To be more accurate, it's Urakusai's memory.
Memory?
Ah, spirits, memories. They're just different words to describe the same thing.
Do you remember that recent incident when the Rift Hounds were not? You witnessed human memories leaking from the ley lines, didn't you? Well, since there are human memories, of course there are going to be yokai memories too.
The developer meme?
How did that take 2 minutes to type?
He could be doing stuff, I don't know. I don't know. Is it supposed to be a joke? I thought it was just genuine and they just did like a bad job.
In life, yokai possess supernatural powers, and even when they are a shadow, typically yokai memories survive.
Indeed, indeed. I was wandering around. It piqued my curiosity, so I popped inside his body and...
So that's how it happened.
Oh, little one. Not to toot my own horn here, but when I was alive, I wasn't just another kitsune, no. I was a mighty and powerful, but with this incantation, they can go one last little
Relates to other
joyride
things
in the
outside of
world
just
for
game
a couple of
developing. That's
days.
what makes it a good meme.
Anything they're still itching to do,
I feel
they
like
can
my brain
go
is
and
not
get it done.
powerful enough to understand what you're saying, Cody.
It is mine.
She's trying to say that all the commotion this causes is likely to be a great
You're saying like
disturbance to the humans.
tighten up the graphics on level 3 being like an oversimplification of game development is like just relevant to day to day as like a broader metaphor.
I feel like there's a significantly better version of this video that I know of where it's like, it's called like what people think coding is like, and then it's like a bunch of like hacker type shit, like Matrix sort of stuff, and then it cuts to
And they might
like
have a fever or whatever.
what it's actually like, and it's
But
just
you
the
know,
software
I
crashing.
actually think that the most admirable thing about
I mean, yeah,
human
that's
beings
definitely
is the way
some
that
similarities
they go out
in
and
ideas
shape
there.
their fate with their own two hands, given that they're not born blessed with the same powers that we enjoy. As for those who would rather draw on external power than seek to improve themselves, it's quite right that they learn their lesson eventually. So when you think about it, we're actually doing the humans a big favor.
Yes.
All right then.
What are you scared of, little one?
Not only that, Irakusai, but my latest work has...
Of course. You were never one to make extra work for yourself where you can... You were always the one to pick a quarrel with me when we all used to gather around and share stories. All right. You win.
I finally get to hear you say it centuries later.
I remember when you were just a...
Oh, Irakusai.
Not much. Everyone's quite content in many ways.
When my bell rings, it means the moonless night is upon us.
Even me.
Miko, it's been nice catching up. But I'd better conserve my energy.
It's
if I
very
want to stick it
funny
out until
hearing
then.
like a fucking
So,
deep
I'll be
gravelly
on my
voice
way
coming out of the Traveler.
All right.
Oh wait, is he
One
speaking?
last thing.
He's possessed.
I just want
Oh.
to know.
So it's not him
You've been
speaking.
well all these years?
I've been great, of course,
Is that not
especially
me,
these days.
though?
Not only do I have my
It's
novels,
Aloe.
but I've also met these two delightfully... And even A is finally starting to
You're
come
in
to
the
her
game again?
senses.
There
Quite
can't be
a
two of me in
miracle,
one
given how
game.
pig-headed she can be.
Incest.
Oh,
No.
well, great.
Urakusai, you'd be right at home in this era.
Okay, the meme is the boss or higher up telling you to do shit that's not as simple as his dumbass knows how to do because you guys be kissing ass. Okay, no, yeah, that is definitely relevant to all walks of life, yeah.
A great storyteller and artist like yourself would be the
I mean,
Yai Publishing
even in my
House's
company
ace in the
now,
hole.
where like our
And I
bosses
would
actually
personally be
do know
hounding
what
you
the fuck
over
is
your
up,
next installment.
you know, that still happens, right? Because being the one doing it on the ground, you realize like just every little minutia, and then you know it's like, hey, do this, and it's like, well, it's actually not quite that simple. But then, luckily with my company now, instead of like, well, have it on my desk by the morning, it's like, oh, okay, like I understand, yeah, then take the time that you need.
He disappeared.
Huh?
Are you awake? How are you feeling?
Are you all there? Here,
I
like last
don't
time.
understand
Repeat
what to
after
do.
me.
What are you running into?
Oh, you beat me to it.
Complete
Looks like your
anti-Raiden
brain is
Shogun
intact.
training, and then the goal is
Oh,
to
yeah,
not
I hate
get
that.
hit, except that it's impossible to avoid.
No, you just have to dodge your iframes. And or shield.
But no, when I use a shield, nothing happens. It still counts as a hit.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Now I remember that now, too, and that's why it was annoying.
So, your first possession, what was it like?
Check a video if you need to. I don't know that I can just give you, like, a clear, like, do this. It's, you just gotta, like, it's a pain in the ass. You just gotta, like, be really good.
Ow.
Good. Save hearing Rakusai admit defeat has put
I
me
don't know
in the
what
most wonderful
finishing
mood.
move
Yes,
is.
though
I
they
did
only
not get hit
represent
by
a
that.
tiny Since you
What?
come
I was
this
literally
far,
outside of the circle.
Cannot be serious, Miko. After all that, you still have more errands for us? You guys teamed up to scare
Stanky.
Paimon just now.
Oh, come on.
It is.
I'm
very
really only asking you to
Owie.
finish what you started.
Oh, I might die here.
Besides, your paychecks are still in my hands.
Paimon's paycheck? Well,
Oh wait, I just have to keep going until the timer runs out. Oh, how am I supposed to avoid that? It covers the entire circle.
Yeah, I know.
That is unfair. That is unfair.
Mr. Krabs is most certainly in there.
No, I'm Mr. Krabs right now. I'm crabby.
Alright. God damn you, Miko. Are we done? Give me a paycheck and a finished quest.
Well, hello there, my little helpers. So nice of you to join me.
As if we... So, Miko, what exactly do we have to do to make this Hyakuyaku happen?
Yako.
Also, to be clear, we have...
It might sound ominous, but to put it simply, back in the day at yokai gatherings, once everyone had had plenty to drink, one by one but now the yokai memories that leak from the ley lines
I did not even take damage. How does that count?
Ritual for them, gathering when the time comes. They will gather
Again,
in the sky
please
above the
use
Grand
videos
Narukami Shrine.
to
Once their
alleviate
energy is
some of
spent,
your
they will be
fussing.
satisfied and
I
return
don't
to
think
where they
videos are going to
belong.
help here. Like, from what I can
All the
tell,
preparations
it's
for the
honestly
ritual
just
have
run
actually
around
been
the
made
edge
well
in
in
a circle for
advance.
as long as you can.
Remember
Well,
the
I don't know. I have like a
incantation
vague
and the
thing on the tip
moonless
of my
night that I
brain
added
where
to
there's
our
like kind of
novel?
a trick to it. But I don't really remember what.
That's the one. Actually, when that time comes,
Well, I'm
let's
doing
all
well
pitch
so
in
far.
and help send them
Ow!
on their way.
I know, like you had trouble with Raiden before you got shielded up, but like that, what you're doing now, that was like the tough part for me and all that quest chain.
I will start the ritual preparations shortly.
Shield.
And at that time, first, tell the shrine maidens to leave the mountain.
Ah!
During the Hyakyako,
What do you mean
a whole
challenge?
swarm of
Bruh,
yokai memories will be hanging around in the air above the Grand Naru. After that, I will commence the ritual, and the memories will begin to congregate.
I can
Yes,
avoid
the
all of
memories
these
are normally dispersed
nuts.
and
I can't
don't
avoid
pose a
those
threat.
nuts, though.
They may see this as an opportunity to try and make it up the mountain. Well, if
Unless
it's
am I
that
supposed to, like, hit something?
Yeah, hit that ass.
There isn't one here.
Oh, by the way, well, she's tiny, but if you look at my screen, this is like what a traditional Shrine Maiden outfit is, with like the white and the red.
Miko said the ritual she's
Oh,
gonna
I
perform
don't want to wear
pose
that.
a physical danger to you all.
You look adorable in it though.
Ow.
I'll
No.
evacuate everyone right away. What
Yes.
about you?
No.
Name an outfit you wouldn't look adorable in.
For her. And once
A
we're
lot.
done with that, we're gonna
Name
come back
one.
and do the ritual together.
It seems like Lady Gucci
Yours?
places great trust in you.
No. What do you mean? You look really cute in a tank top.
Lady Gucci's never allowed anyone
That's
else
not
to
the
be in
outfit
her
I meant.
presence when she's conducted rituals
Which
like this in the
outfit?
past.
What, you
A t-
wear IRL?
A t-shirt and shorts? Yes,
Yeah.
you would.
Ones that are presumably baggier than I normally wear.
Thank you for helping
Okay,
with the
just
ritual.
because you don't
And
like
good luck.
non-skinny clothing doesn't mean you wouldn't look cute.
It does.
No.
Okay, well then let me wear your clothes and prove it.
Come on, let's go deal with
Bet.
the monsters down the mountain.
Come rip them off me.
Nah, I don't know where you keep your clothes, but I'll just take some clean ones, thank you.
What do you don't want them all stinky?
I mean, maybe, but not if I have to forcibly take them off you.
Well, I don't know that I'd put up that much of a fight.
Yeah, but
Unless...
I'm saying, like, I will probably just wait until you go in the shower and take the old ones. What?
So non-confrontational.
Yeah. Why would I be?
Oh, teleporting lady, fuck off.
Really? Who wants some of this?
I can't get past this. I'm stuck again. I think I know what I need to do, but I just I can't.
I know it's easier said than done, for sure.
I think I have to, like, destroy these 3 things within a certain amount of time, but I can't get their health bar down fast enough.
These monsters look really riled up. Yep. Let's get rid of them as alright.
Yeah, again, I don't think there was like a specific trick. It was just like do good.
This is order.
Yeah, so the finishing move shows up.
Press the advantage.
Huh? What? Why is it different for them?
Coming through.
This game hates me. This game wants me to hate it.
Sure does seem like you're getting put through the ringer. Between Hu Tao's quest and that, in like 2 days back to back, you're getting really just like some of the most obnoxious things this game has to offer.
Why do you think I hate these islands?
Again, Hu Tao isn't Inazuma.
I still don't like Inazuma.
I hope for you and everyone else's sake that, like, what the fuck is the new place that starts with an S that's coming up, Sumeru? I hope that's, like, not as bad. Ow. Hello, fellow co-parent of a sick child. How are you doing?
I don't know that's
it. You're coughing.
Really?
You coughed several times this stream.
This is order. Solidify.
Oh, I done it.
Press the advantage. Attaboy.
Now what?
We had Parky earlier, but I think he either got distracted or fell asleep or died.
All 3.
Probably not.
How far along do you think the ritual is? Let's head back to the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Bless you.
I didn't sneeze.
No, blue stain, blessed sweet.
Oh.
Wow, so many! They're everywhere! Huh?
Yes, the memories of the yokai. They haven't been able to relax and soar through the air like this for a long time. Come with me.
Oh no.
I was summoned. Hey, we resurrected him. Emphasis on erected.
You all right, little
Nah,
one?
Parker's never hard.
You look a little nervous.
It's just...
What do you mean?
Never seen anything
What do you mean, what do I mean?
I don't know. Who put you in charge of his penis?
Me.
Okay, well there you go.
It does look a little intimidating, doesn't it?
Erect my, I will erect your.
They may be loud and brash at times, but they are good and brave souls. Even after losing their lives in a brutal war, they have never given in to grief or despair.
Still a bit sickly,
Alas,
feeling better.
Their time is short.
Good that both of our boys are on the upswing. Park, make sure you get sleep tonight. This is really pretty.
Do they really have to go?
It's a feast, and all feasts come to an end. Since you're sorry to see them leave, why don't you do the recital along with me? O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment, in reverence I perform this rite.
In reverence I perform this rite.
To be a guiding light.
Yeah, they've really done a good job with like the newer cutscenes.
Oh, I am a legend.
Do it.
The book
Yes.
says, recite the secret
Proud
spells of Lady
Papa.
Kitsune tonight, and our wishes will come true.
Proud of my boy, he's a gamer.
I barely even...
Take the W.
Oh,
Don't be a
Cause of this enchantment.
I perform this rite to be a guiding light.
Gotta eat and sleep. Night y'all. Night Floofy.
Will be
Have a good
That's my whole brand,
sleepy.
I can't not.
What's that?
That's my whole brand, I can't not.
Being a tsundere. It kinda is.
Yeah.
Number 1, be a
Rakusai.
cat boy. Number 2,
You asked if I
be
was doing
adorable.
well.
Number 3, be tsundere.
Really, every day is a happy day for me.
No.
But
Number
watching
1,
you all
be a
leave now,
catboy. Number 2, be a whore.
I can't help but feel a little lonely.
Your words, not mine.
Just a little, of
Yes.
course.
Cody says it's not good enough for Breath of the Wild. Tell me it's not that hard. Cody.
Yeah, Cody, you're a gamer.
If I can beat,
The
if
ritual
I
went
can
very
beat it, then
smoothly.
anyone can beat it.
Thank you
Literally,
both.
the ending is like kind of like a lot easier and shorter than I thought it'd be.
I'm fine, seriously.
It felt like 70 hours worth of
Really?
build up
No.
for like a 15-minute long ending.
Fine. Well,
Yeah,
if you're
Cody, if
dead
you can do
set on
Elden
doing
Ring, Breath of the
something
Wild's
for me,
easy. Like, you
can
got it.
treat me to a meal.
Sure, no problem.
Okay. Well,
If
If
I
you
can
have
beat a game, then anyone can beat a game.
Don't sell yourself short.
But it's true.
Cody, if you have any specific, like, things that you're like, what the fuck, this is, like, how do I deal with this? Let us know.
Someone just, like, the character showed up and, like, instructed a bunch of guards, like, all of you, outside, and they are outside.
Also, Cody, so you bought your kid a Switch, like, just
so that he could
like,
use it.
Are you guys playing it together, kind of, or is he just like watching you play? Because that's like more child friendly than Elden Ring or something.
I'm pretty sure he just admitted to the fact at one point that he was just buying it for himself, but like saying it was for the kid.
He's a bit young, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean that could be like you could buy it for the kid and kind of do stuff with him, but then like if it's your first time having Switch, you'd also probably just play it on your own.
The kid's 3. He's just gonna chew on the Joy-Cons.
Hey, listen, I can think of another kid who's putting Switch things in his mouth.
I have never chewed on controllers ever.
You put the cartridge in your mouth.
Because I forgot what it tasted like and I wanted to upset you.
Well, you succeeded.
Yeah, that
Yes.
huge black cloud over Mount Yogo. That
There's a
night.
W for
it
Alex.
Just seemed to form out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cody, it is really
tasted
good though. You need to just play it. No, it does not taste good. It tastes like you're gonna
Cody,
die from
feed your
poison.
kid a Switch cartridge. It's
No, Cody, do it. Don't listen to this naughty child.
But then nothing happened after I made a...
good. Try it yourself first. It's really good.
That night was definitely the nail in the
don't.
coffin for the incantations from novels fad. Still, some...
Huh? Paimon can't seem because she's not out.
He's funny though.
I am gonna ground you.
You say that as if that is any form of punishment. I'm not planning on leaving the house anyways.
I'm gonna make you look at boobies.
Ah, my little friends.
Why?
There you are.
For punishment.
That's well. What if I just close my
I
eyes?
did, yes.
What if I
You're paying after all.
make you keep them open?
The thought of being able
How?
to eat the most
Like
expensive
I hook you up
dishes
to a
and
thing like
drink
in
the
Clockwork
finest
Orange.
sake All for absolutely
Birth by Sleep is good. So, Park, did you finish Xemnas, or did you just, like, watch the ending or something? Oh, hey there, he beat Xemnas in 2. Awesome, good job. Yeah, Birth by Sleep is cool, and you're getting... Birth by Sleep has a lot of cool lore stuff, too. The ending cutscene, like, the secret ending cutscene of 2 that, like, sets up Birth by Sleep, / the cutscene they also just show in Birth by Sleep, that's still, like, peak Kingdom Hearts. That's, like, my favorite thing that has happened.
Boss, see these 2 faces here?
Oh god, I've encountered some pedo bait.
Alrighty.
Which one?
Say you. Oh god, there's a League player in chat. Escape.
What's gotten into you? Come on, sit yourselves down.
2 of them. They're multiplying.
You have to try this fish. It's found
I
exclusively
don't know if Cody
in
plays
the
League,
waters
maybe
around
3.
Seirai Island.
Mitosis.
They shipped it to Inazuma overnight, and it was.
Right.
Or maybe you'd rather try this.
Yeah,
I know.
that's what it's called when cells multiply.
If you
It
don't
is.
drink alcohol,
True
that's
fact.
fine too. There are all kinds of
I
fruit
learned a
juices
thing.
covering the whole price spectrum.
Ew.
Ooh, back at you.
Last time we were here working on the novel, all you ordered for
Oh.
us was the plainest kushikatsu!
I do not be hearing
Strange.
stream
I re-
audio,
Oh,
so...
So what? You did offer to treat me to a meal, didn't you?
Miko, this meal is going to be super expensive!
I thought that was one of us. I mean,
As
I
if
could do.
I could make that noise.
I could do my best and go. Ooh, woo. Not that close.
Oh, don't you worry
Clip
about
that moan at the end, though.
You can most definitely.
Oh, like I
afford
haven't
it.
moaned on stream
They're still
before.
printing your light.
Yeah. Still.
She tricked us into this! Miko was after our Mora from the
You act like I've never put on my blush and gone like, Alex, you're such a gamer. And then Cody scream.
What do you mean he screamed?
He scream.
Oh.
Oh, by the way.
That's
Since
the
nobody's wishes
scream
came
of
true on the
Cody
moonless
like,
night,
hey, you're flirting with my
novels
man.
with incantations are no longer
What
in
did-
vogue. So you'll have to come up with something new for the next chapter
No.
of the miraculous
Yeah.
adventures of the
Can I
traveler.
get
I
a
am not-
hashtag Cody Prax in chat?
I am not going...
deadline is looming. I'm
If he has
counting
kids, I'm
on
not going
you.
near him.
We're
That's-
all
that's my
her
rule.
sweet menu sis. Oh, what's up? So, Cody, is that a yes, you play League? Or you have played League? Finally done with her.
I gotta snap my spine real quick.
Oh, yeah, okay. Hey, finally! Goro's fucking level 90, so my main team is all level 90 now.
Spine successfully snapped.
Okay, have I started any of these other ones? I don't... This is fucking... Blonde Boy.
Toma!
This is... I don't know what that is. Oh, that... Yeah, I don't need to do that right now. That's Ayato's regular quest.
Libra bestie? Oh my god, you are white.
Well, you know how all the Euros people are with their star sign stuff.
I can safely say I do not.
Oh, well, they are.
Gross.
It's this. That's what I was saying earlier about like LA boys being hippies. Is that like they're all doing star signs and stuff.
Gross.
And somehow they sucked Sweet and Park into it, even though they're based Midwesterners.
Still gross.
I have played League. I suck penis at it though. Cody, you're sucking penis. Tell me more.
It's mine.
Feeding the ship. Let's go.
Look at the title. Look at your stream title.
I don't know what you mean. Just a very normal stream title.
No.
Anyway, Cody, I have also played League in the past, but not for like a long.
Oh, you gross stinky.
I'm an LA boy, tan AF.
You stinky.
You don't live in LA though, right? Because Park has visited you recently. And I didn't think you went out to LA. Cody, you white as hell.
Joe, you stinky as hell if you play League.
I did. I don't now.
Stinky.
Heroes of the Storm 100% superseded it for me. But now I don't even play that anymore, and I just play Unite.
You misogynist.
Because I play Unite.
You play League.
Okay, are we doing an actual... Fuck. Wow, okay, hold on.
I'm quest locked again.
Oh, no. I'm playing...
Currently involved in other quests.
I'm playing a tabletop game.
What the dog doing? What?
This looks so fucking complex. I don't want to learn a whole tabletop game. Are you kidding?
It's involved in this quest.
Catching rays, shredding the pipes. You know
My
what,
favorite
Cody?
thing about this game was when I was quest locked 3 times. Like, I couldn't complete one quest because I couldn't complete another because I couldn't complete another.
Yeah. Hold on, I actually need to absorb this information.
What does catching rays and shredding the pipes mean?
Getting sun and getting buff.
Oh. Sorry, I don't speak American.
Just hashtag dude things.
Yeah, I don't speak Americanese.
Americanese.
Now that's a language I speak.
Can't wait to fucking burn. Do you guys have a lake trip coming up, or was that a trip that already happened?
Well, I know that Aaron has a thing coming up.
Yeah, but I don't think that's what you're talking about. Or maybe it is. I don't know. I'm not getting any of this. Fuck. Too complicated for me to learn on stream.
Oh, when are they going to bring back Wind Trace? I want that again.
Probably fucking 6 months. I don't know.
Developers, give us fun things. Stop making me suffer.
Why? This is so complex. I don't want this.
Me win any video game.
They want me to play like tower defense or something.
Balloons. Hell yeah.
The fuck you guys.
Balloons tower defense, hell yeah.
Fuck. I hate this. This is so complex. Are you fucking kidding me? What? What is any of this? Wait, can I equip more than one? Okay, I can. Oh boy, I'm just gonna go for as much generic stuff as I can.
I got Lunchables in game.
Eat a real meal.
Nah, that is a real meal.
Am, are you still here? Have you done this yet?
That's a meal for real men.
Use mechanite to defeat the enemies. I'd fucking love to if I knew what the fuck was happening. How much money do I have? 800 money?
You're doing a me.
Hey, what? So, okay, I already have things, so I want to go to the blank spot then, I guess. What? Who the fuck thought it was a good idea to put tower defense in Genshin?
The developers.
The developers? Fuck not.
That's what I'm saying. But like, for the entire game.
Also, can I... Oh, there's the start wave button. Okay. I was gonna say 9 minutes would be a long fucking time to just sit around and wait. And That's my portal hole. Yeah, I better put more on this path. You having a laugh at the hole, bro?
I would hope not. That'd probably be the worst response to get.
Characters cannot directly deal damage. Yeah, so then what? I don't understand what the point of this is. This is weird. I don't like it.
Set off fireworks to distract the guards. Ooh, I'm about to commit arson.
So electro is direct, fire is like long range ballista kind of shit. So I mean, I don't know. I'm hoping that I can just like breeze my way through this and that it doesn't actually require like brain effort. That would be ideal.
Brain effort. TFW, the brain requires effort.
They do call it a blow job.
Yep, and I got blow hired for one.
Ha! Little dude just fucking flew off.
Me when?
What, when you gain the ability of flight?
I don't know. Maybe when you get tired of me and decide to boot me into space.
No. I would never.
You would never.
Unless we were role-playing straight and I threatened to, like, domestic violence you to the moon.
I mean, not what I was picturing, but sure.
No, it's like, you know, it's like those old, like, one of these days, Lucy, straight to the moon. Something like that. I think, is it Lucy? I don't know. I don't know who the lady is. Who's getting domestic violenced.
I feel like it's just whatever her name is.
Uh-oh, there's a mage. Can I do a- Whoa, no, stop. I can't do anything about this. What? What the fuck? I can crystallize you, but that's it. So what happens if they go into my hole then? Like, what is the... How many things can go in my hole before I die?
That's what I'm saying.
Or, well, okay, no. Is it just like... is this endless? Do I just go on for as long as I possibly can? Because I feel like that's what's happening.
Can't catch me.
But I can't construct any more things.
Ooh.
So now it's just that the big things eventually get in my hole.
Ayo.
But I'm still not, like, I don't have like an HP bar. I don't understand what my lose condition is.
Where am I going? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh wait, I'm supposed to not get spotted.
Let's roll.
Hey.
or I don't know, maybe there isn't a lose condition, like things go in my hole I lose, but like it seems like the enemy number counter is going down, so I think maybe it's like if they get into my hole, I just, you know, it's neutral, nothing happens, but I get points for killing them. So like I want to kill as many of them as I can before I run out of enemies to kill. Maybe that's it. I feel like I already got as many points as I need though, so I think I'm gonna be okay. At least for this first level.
If stuff going in your hole is how you lose, then I'm done for.
Yeah, that's not ideal for you.
I lose by default. SMH. This game hates me.
Oh, well, okay. I guess you're just going in my hole too.
SMH. Cheating on me.
I know. With robots even.
SMH!
Two little slimes left. That's it. Find out if I did it good. I might want to do this later. I don't know. This seems like it's taking a lot of time and is a side quest, so it probably doesn't matter for like progression. Okay, new record. Oh boy.
Oh, her name is Lady Guji.
No, Lady Guji is a title.
What?
Not her name.
What does it mean then?
Something to do with being a shrine maiden, I think.
I'm gonna keep calling her Lady Guji because it's funny.
Is there a point? Like, how do I complete this quest? Oh, did I do it? Did I do it? Do I not? Do I only have to do like one? Because that would be great. I think I can maybe. So if I don't have to play this minigame, I'm gonna be very happy, and I think that's what's happening. Unless there's like a fucking secret thing, like, hey, get all the points. Oh yeah, there is here. Damn it. There's a fucking million of these. I'm not doing these now, but I will have to at some point. Bugma.
Oh, I'm not skipping text anymore, I'm just jumping in place.
Alex.
What?
Bruv.
What?
You're being a silly Billy.
No, I'm being distracted by you, honestly.
What? What, because I'm bitching?
No, I was looking over the stream.
Can't catch me.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
For the record, just since I'm thinking about this now, I don't know if we're even gonna... Well, never mind, I don't know. I was gonna say, like, I don't know if I need to do, like, another one of these to keep getting through stuff. I'm less concerned about doing the event quests on stream. Like, they're cool, but I'm usually just like, I don't care because they're limited time. I'll just like do them. It's fine. So as long as they don't need me to do more story quests, we might be okay and not have to like immediately run around to do another. Although I still would be interested if I could like get in on like Ekru and Serena's thing and make it like a whole big thing.
They won't leave, so no.
Oh, I was just gonna say, if you want us to do another one tomorrow night, I don't mind.
We tried talking to them, but the original point of these entertainment
I would
facilities was
like
let
to
people
do a
freely enjoy the
thing with
festival.
Mom if she's up for it, slash around.
Yeah.
Otherwise, probably play Elden Ring. So I want to play some.
So in principle, this means that as long as they haven't done anything
How
technically
many
illegal,
more
even if
decades
they
do you
keep
have
hogging
until you
it,
finish that?
I am on like the last, I think 2 areas or something. So we're definitely getting there, but I don't have a number estimate for you.
There is nothing we can do. So
Because I just don't
if
enjoy
these
watching
complaints
it.
can't be resolved, and Madame Cujo finds
You
out,
didn't like Neo either. I think you just really dislike those kind of games.
I'll lose my bonus this
Yeah.
month for sure.
Hugging a photo board. Should we go and have a look?
I think
When you said
again, like
Neo, I thought you were talking about Nia, but
I have not. I would like to maybe play one of the newer one of that, the remake. But no, I like I said last night, I think you're someone who like you get so colored by your own opinion that like even if it was like the best stream content I ever did, you'd like not enjoy it because you don't like the game.
Oh, you came here for
Yes.
the Iridori Festival too? Oh.
You're such a child.
because it just bores me to death.
Here to take care of a little problem.
Well, hey, and you did also make the other point of like your perception, at least, is that I'm always just like that one kind of dungeon. The whole game looks the same.
Who's got a problem?
Yes,
We
I
are a
feel like
talkie gang,
the
considers it our
first
born
stream
duty
and the
to
most
help
recent
those in
stream
need.
are the same in my mind.
Well, because the dungeon like palette template is the same. It like reuses the assets.
Huh?
Yeah, but for how long that you're stuck in there, it feels like a lot.
The Tenryu Commission
Yeah, that's fair.
It's like with Breath of the Wild, I'm like, yeah, it's the same environment every time, but at least I'm only in there for about 5 minutes. Whereas this, I'm seeing the same thing for like hours at a time.
I don't know about hours.
Yes, hours.
It's kind of a long story. Yes, boss. The story starts 2 months ago. As everyone knows, this is a festival all about showcasing culture, with books on all kinds of topics on display and for sale. Our boss is very forward-thinking.
plus books?
He thought we should seize this
He
golden
probably can't
opportunity
read.
to publish some material introducing the Arataki gang. He also said
How
we
is
can
she
make some
standing on
money
those?
out of
The funny sandals with thingy on the bottom.
Yeah.
Balance.
Of course, that was your main
How do you?
reason.
How?
At first, we had plenty of
Balance.
time. In 2 months, boss
How?
planned to write 60
Also, they are
pages.
flat on the bottom.
That's
But
still
1 month
like
in,
there is not
he'd
much
written a
surface
grand
area there.
total
What's the
of
point?
1 line.
I don't know.
That makes your walking just worse.
Quality is up to scratch.
More like worst procrastinator ever.
So we cut some of the
It's like
planned
actively
content.
choosing to
And
replace
the
your
day
hands with a
after
claw.
that, the boss got a hold of this card game called Genius Invocation TCG. Everyone loved it.
Ito's playing a TCG.
It felt like we only played a few rounds, but before we knew it,
Hell yeah.
half a month had gone by. I'm telling you, I was just
You don't even like
Gathering
TCGs, do you?
inspiration for my writing. What?
I don't know.
Have you ever played a card game?
Sure you would.
I tried,
Inspiration that has
but then my parents
nothing
happened.
to do with what you were writing about.
So then we only had 2 weeks left. No way was that going to be enough time to publish a book. Boss said we should just make a colorful flyer instead.
That makes more sense. It should
Yeah, it didn't take long at
I'm
all.
coping.
We came up with 30.
But 30 was too many, and we couldn't agree with each other on which one to.
That was when we realized we'd have to pay an expensive express fee for the print.
And we couldn't afford it.
You gotta take it slow if you want to do something well. Pay an express fee and they're gonna do a rush job, and then there's gonna be all sorts of problems. The Arataki gang only puts out the very best into the world. And yep, well said. It's not every day that you get to go to an Iridori festival, right? So priority number 1 right now is
Gosh,
enjoying
Max Middleton
ourselves
is
to the
very talented.
max.
Max.
And the
So
way
cute.
you chose to enjoy yourselves
Why are there
was to
dead guards
commandeer a
outside
novelty
Inazuma
photo
City?
board?
Probably because conflict.
So at first, boss brought us here to buy some
Yeah,
drinks.
but like
He said
every
there was
single
some
guard
sort
is
of
just laying on
Iridori
the floor
Festival
like
limited edition soft drink
panting now.
available.
They're all sleeping.
They're being submissive.
That's right. This
No, they're
ain't
sleeping.
no ordinary drink either. It's a special edition joint creation of sail.
There's no one
But when we
around
got
for
to
them
the
to be
festival,
submissive for.
They said we had to show up.
Well,
looking
I'm
like our
assuming someone
normal
plowed
selves
through them,
before they'd let us
and
in.
that's why they're like that.
We'd invested a
it was
lot of
you.
time and money into the way we looked. And then
I
they
wouldn't
accused us of
plow
spoiling
all
the
the
image of the
guards.
city.
I
One
doubt
thing led
that.
to another, and by the time we finally got to
Are you
Sailing
accusing
Breeze's
me of
booth,
disloyalty?
all the drinks were sold out.
Yeah.
We
That's
were
great.
pretty disappointed.
I mean,
But there was
SMH.
nothing we could
Says
Then
the
we saw this
famed
photo
Cody
board on the way
Cuddler
back.
himself.
Boss said we can't
You
let the trip
cheated
go
on
to
me with a
waste,
robot
so...
earlier. And I have no doubts that
It
you would
was
do it again.
it was only like for
You would do it again, and I know you would.
Area for your own use?
I beg to differ. It's public property. We didn't commandeer anything. We're just making sure public resources get used to the max.
Put your
boss is
booba
right.
away, goddamn.
We're the ones making the most
are
out of
you
this
running
thing.
into the lady
Sigma.
Senora? Yeah.
Sigma D's.
Never let a single moment in your life go to waste. That's our policy in the Arataki
Holy
gang.
camera angles,
And we're out
stop.
here making sure this photo board gets the most out of its lifespan too.
Oh, brother.
Oh, he's speaking.
What a noble
But we spent so much money on our
Who?
appearance. We
Traveler.
only had enough left for
Oh, yeah, did you
one
say a
of
thing?
those drinks. We don't have
Yeah.
anywhere near enough to buy books.
Well, you can't just take over this photo board for yourself.
I guess when you put it like that.
Where is this
I
quest
can
going? We're just
kinda
fucking
see where you're
arguing with
coming from.
Ito and his boys.
Let someone else have their turn already.
But you know full well that the Arataki gang has a reputation to uphold.
Ow!
If I say
Unfair.
I'm gonna make
I
the
wasn't
most out
ready.
of this board, then I have to live up to my words. If we just scrap our plan like that, we'd be going against
Wait,
our
what the-
word. A game's
what
gotta
the
have
dog doing?
integrity, or it does huge damage to your prestige.
She has like an impenetrable barrier around her.
We won't have
Yes, we gotta
How am I supposed to
penetrate.
hurt her?
any of that if we can
How am I
solve
supposed
this
to hurt
the
her?
Arataki way.
I don't remember.
Your mom. There, got him.
The Arataki way, huh?
I'm like
Arataki
also
numero
constantly
uno
taking
ito
damage because I'm
challenge
getting
you
ice
to an
damage from her.
all-out, no holds barred.
Oh, here we go. I'm
anything
gonna fight
goes
him.
duel.
Oh, there's
If
a
you win,
Warmy in the corner.
we'll leave this board alone.
Oh, yes. Grab warm
Ow,
and smack her with warm.
Ow, ow, I'm dead.
Fighting is an awesome
Can I
idea.
leave
Just so
and
happens I caught
restart?
myself a true beast of an Unikabuto the other day. I call it. Unfortunately, I didn't bring Demon of Darkness with me to. So, how are we gonna do this duel? Let's think. Yeah. Ugh. Wow. This is a tough nut to crack. Let me think for a second.
Just said nut. Hey.
Hey, look!
Got him.
Isn't that Toma? Guess he's here for the
Oh, hey, and
festival
there's your
too.
boy Toma.
Why don't we ask
He's
Toma how
not
to do
even.
this duel?
You
I'm not back
literally
here.
wooed
Come
over
up
him
with
earlier.
ideas.
Yeah, but I have.
Over
He's not my favorite.
Yeah, but you still like him.
Yeah.
Can't catch me. What a nice surprise meeting you guys here. Well, I heard that since the Yashiro Commission is the Red Horns. If I'm not mistaken, you must be the esteemed
And it's
Arataki Ito,
probably
leader of
my
the widely
subconscious
renowned
doing it
Arataki
'cause he's
gang.
blonde.
Is that right?
He's not even blonde. He's like
Here he
orange.
is. Here he is.
I don't know. His hair is like in the exact mid spot between like orange and yellow. Like it's gold. I don't know. He feels like too orange to be blonde.
Bro, your eyes do
I disagree.
not deceive you.
Oh, he said bro now.
And you are the housekeeper
'cause he's straight.
extraordinaire of the Kamisato clan.
Yeah, but
yourself,
you
you
know,
know?
you like him too.
Well, I'm flattered,
Not his
Ito.
personality.
And it's nice to
What
meet
do you
too.
mean? That's the best part.
There's a serious bromance developing here.
No.
I didn't
If they
expect to
say
run into
bro,
both Ito
then
and the Traveler here.
they need their nuts chopping off.
Oh, then they're not.
They're not allowed.
on
No,
me.
they're not. If they use that word, they're not
Speaking
allowed
of
to
which,
procreate.
I kind of count as the host here, so.
Okay,
something
fine. So
wrong?
do gay stuff
Don't
instead.
worry, you can tell me anything.
Yeah, they're also not allowed to have fun with that either. They have to suffer until they stop using that word.
No.
Yes.
Ito, he wants to.
Yes.
No, it's no big deal. We were just about to have a duel, and we're trying to think of what format it should take.
Oh, in that
Stop
case,
making me
I
sit
have a
through
suggestion.
dialogue before I
Since
get to
your
a
duel
thing.
is taking place at the Iridori Festival, then you can both
A
do your part for the
volunteering
Iridori
competition.
Festival while settling your duel at
Fucking
the same
Toma
time.
coming in here
What do you
being a
think?
Boy Scout.
Volunteering competition.
Why don't we're you know, Ito and I are like gonna have a fight, and then Toma's like, hey, why don't you guys like see who can pick up the most trash or something?
I give this idea an
Yeah,
interest
I'd do
rating
that.
of boss means
You're no, you're too
2
good.
points out of 100.
What?
Yeah, this job isn't the most high stakes, that's
What do you
for
mean?
sure. It just takes a little
That's
patience and
lame.
responsibility.
How are you gonna settle something
Okay.
by picking up the most trash?
Also,
By seeing
since it's
who's the best
volunteering, by
cleaner
definition,
upper.
there's no
Also, you
remuneration.
already picked
All
up
you'll
a
get is this
very
special
large
edition
piece of
drink
trash.
From Sailing Breeze.
No,
as a
I
small
did
token
not.
of appreciation. On second thought, this is nowhere near enough for the prestigious Arataki gang.
You reached down
I
into
don't
the
know what
gutter
I was thinking.
and came up with me in hand, dripping goo and slime, and it was.
No,
Wait,
I picked up.
Sec? What was that part
Well,
about
I
the,
tried to pick up you, and then I
token of
realized that my arms are too
appreciation?
weak, and so I gave up, and you picked me up instead.
Oh, it's just a special edition drink produced by Yai Publishing House and Sailing Breeze.
Boss, that's if we take this gig.
Oh, so
God, I'm
Toma,
completely.
my bro, my guy, my dude.
What,
You
how?
didn't explain properly.
My
What do I
bro,
do with
my
these
guy,
things in
my
the
That's
corner?
out of a total of.
What do I do with these things in the corners?
I don't actually know. They're just kind
'Cause
of
what-
there.
Yeah, but you said to like break them and bring them over to her.
No,
and I'm
no.
breaking
There's
them
like
and not
butterflies. You have to grab the butterflies and then smack her.
There are no butterflies.
Is she hot or cold right now?
Cold.
Right, then you need to find the butterflies.
There are no butterflies.
Then you've already grabbed it. Try smacking her.
Nothing's happening.
One
I
thing
don't
the
have any
Arataki
butterflies
gang
on
is
me.
known for,
Then there
I
has to
kid
be
you
butterflies.
Not, it's our patience and
There are not.
responsibility.
That's how that phase of the fight works. There's butterflies flying around the room. You grab them.
There are no.
There's like
not.
one. There's one. You grab that, and then it lets you do damage to her shield.
There isn't.
It's an awesome
This room is completely
idea.
empty.
Totally hardcore.
I don't know what to tell you, Alex. That's how the fight works.
Well, the room is completely empty. There is nothing in here besides me and her.
Whoever volunteers the hardest wins. What do you think?
Do a loop around her and make sure there isn't one just hiding.
There is not. There is just me and her in this room.
And you've smacked her and it's not damaging her shield?
It's damaging her, but I keep getting boofed before I can do anything because she does more damage to me than I do to her. Because of the freezing.
I don't know what to tell you.
You didn't seem too
Shield up, do your best.
Hey,
forget
this
that
is
I
the
have that.
mighty Arataki, above all, bold-blooded Ito you're talking to here.
I gotta leave.
I'm gonna say what I mean what I say, might sound mean, but I say it anyway kind of guy. And I say, we're gonna have this duel.
AKA doesn't want people to know he's only doing it for the drinks kind of guy.
If it's decided, then allow me to take
watch
the
me
role of
drain
your judge.
the
volunteer
what's it
work
called?
is simple. You just
The
need to give your
statues of
help
all
to
of their
people
health
who need it
because
during the
that's for
festival.
some reason a thing.
Because you can damage them, but I don't know what benefit doing that has.
The statues?
In the corner, yeah?
No, I'm talking about draining the health of the statue of the 7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's really fun now also when I have Zhongli with like 5 million HP. I get like 1 attempt at refilling. And normally, like, the problem then is if I fight the wolves, because the wolves just eat through shield and drain him down anyway. So fighting wolves sucks with this party.
I will
My
assign some job
Zhongli and
requests that I've
Chongyun have the
already
same amount of
received to
health.
you. If you're ready.
Well, because you haven't, like, optimized artifacts or anything.
No, because I can't be asked right now.
Are you the volunteers? As you can see, I've just been so busy with my cuss. Can you help me clean up?
And I also just don't have enough.
I got a sweep. Fuck, where's more? Here.
Please, get in line over here.
Or, no? What? Why is there still an arrow there?
Windblade!
You're finished already?
Oh, he's dying.
You're wonderful people. All you volunteers.
Here he is.
Let's see. Our next job is to help a visitor.
Me?
Yes, you were dying briefly.
Yeah.
I'm not
My
playing
nose
it. I
itching.
heard they were still, but can you help me?
I didn't say that word right.
How? What? How is Ito fucking winning this? What is this bullshit?
He's a better cleaner upper than you.
It's not even, like, he just... Fuck me. Fuck this stupid game.
He's a better cleaner upper than you.
No, he's just, like, getting points, and I can't.
Yeah, he's a better cleaner upper.
Great! Thanks, Miss.
Unless this just boosts me. Okay. Oh, well, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if I won or he won.
Help move some goods at the port. Let's go.
Danny B's, welcome. He do be a strong himbo.
Okay, actually, genius. Who'd have thunk used shield and then you have shield?
Are you the festival volunteers? Great. But I have to get all. Can you please help me take?
They're still having me do tasks like this is still going on. Why am I still doing this? Where I'm taking this? Actually, what are you selling?
Potion seller.
Well, they have a drink. I mean, I'd let him handle my broom, if you know what I mean.
Me when.
Also me when.
You must be the volunteers here to save the day. You must be tired. I heard the Yashiro Commission has arranged for Sailing Breeze to prepare some special drinks. Soy milk is actually one of the ingredients. In fact, the last batch of soy milk we processed has just been sent over.
What? So Sailing Breeze Ito won't be able to drink
I'm freezing to death.
Oh, right. He can't have soy.
What?
He can't have soy because it has beans in it.
Beans, nuts.
Because soy milk is bean milk.
I've been here
He can't have soy because he's not a soy boy.
a long time ago.
No, I don't know if you caught it when I said it last night, but in lore, like, the whole Oni festival thing is like you throw beans at him to keep him away. And so they like riffed on that and they're like, oh, he's allergic. Dead.
So there you have it. When volunteering is the name of the game.
Anyone who's seen that man? Agreed.
Arataki Ito. You lose, I win, and to the victor go the special
Anyone who's been on Twitter.
spoils. Behold, the Drink of Champions, created by Sailing Breeze in collaboration with Yaya.
It's a cool looking drink though. I like the purple and I like the like latte foam art crisscross thing on top.
Use elemental reactions to break the... Oh, well that disappeared too quickly.
Champions, it's time to come home.
I love it when this game is like, hey, you got to use this thing to beat the fight, but it only gives me about 3 seconds to read it.
Woo! That's the good stuff.
I do not know what you want from me.
Drink.
Oh no.
Maybe it was past its prime.
All my boys are sick.
Boss, they
Alex
said
is
they
sick.
think there might be
Park's sick. Ito's sick. Everybody's dying.
I'm fine. Oh wait, there's the butterfly. You would... Bruh.
The boss is down.
Down
It's
the
in
hole
the
that is
second
Genshin
half of the
Twitter.
fight.
I
It's
mean,
in the
there
second half.
are a lot of holes.
Quick, get him.
The butterflies
What's wrong?
appear for about
Can't
half
Arataki
a
Ito
second
drink
during the
soy
second
products?
half of the fight, not at the start of it.
Okay, well, I wasn't wrong about things.
He's allergic. Oh,
Yeah,
my
but they're
goodness.
also
Okay.
like effectively
I'm
useless.
sorry, I didn't even consider this
Oh
possibility.
Jesus!
Leave Ito to
Now
me.
she's red.
Don't worry. I'll...
So, your friend is allergic to beans. I'm so sorry
the
that our
stink
drink
Is that
was such a
that's
problem.
probably a real
I feel
allergy? Can people be allergic to beans?
Oi, oi, oi,
If you
oi.
don't mind, please take. I could see that your friend.
Foul.
enjoyed this drink
We
a
do
lot.
be foul around here, Danny.
It tastes slightly different without the soy
This is
milk.
a
I'm
a
sure
foul
this version
corner of
will
the
be more
internet in which
suitable
you
for your
found
friend.
yourself.
Oh shields! I'm dum dum.
Please accept it, along with our sincere apologies.
I don't know if M is still around, but M would probably be happy to have someone else in like the B gang.
What?
You know, just another B themed person in chat.
Oh, I have not looked at anyone's name.
Danny B is the
Danny
person
B's
that I'm
nuts.
an adult man.
Yeah, see, this is why you don't call me an adult man.
Alright, I gotta remember not to forget that. But do this quest now.
Oh my god. Ah.
Hey, it's Park Kazuha.
Goddamn, Zhongli's ult does nothing.
Great sound effect. Yeah. He is a sound effect machine, isn't he?
Greetings, traveler in Paimon.
I
heard
have
there
my
would be
soundboard
guides
on
for
me.
the Iridori
You do have that,
Festival,
too.
but I didn't expect it would be you two.
We didn't expect to see you either. Returning as a guest for the Iridori Festival, no doubt.
I was a little
Oh,
surprised
no.
myself when I received the invitation. But after wandering the outside world for so long, it's good to have
Oh,
an
you stink
opportunity
lord.
to return to my homeland and pay respects
Yeah,
to my
you.
old friends.
Kazuha,
Well,
when we saw you in the distance just now, you seemed to be looking for something.
Rubber, 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 rubber.
Ah, yes. You see, when I came off the boat with everyone just now, I suddenly heard light footsteps around me.
Owie.
I could tell they were
Do
not
the thing.
footsteps of a regular
Owie.
passenger. But by the time I turned around, the person had already disappeared.
everybody's
I only
fucking
heard
talking
a
about
splash come
feet
from below the pier.
footsteps.
Even though I didn't manage to catch a
Why?
glimpse of them.
Because there's, I don't
found
know,
this
there's some fucking
strange piece
suspicious
of paper
footstep
by my
bandit
feet.
about.
Oh, does the
The toe man.
It was him all along.
No.
How did you know?
Don't ruin him for me.
No, I can't. I have to. He walks up to you, and he's like, "Hey, do you want to know why they call me Toma?"
Sure.
So you got real big feet.
Yeah, and then he steps on you.
No, and then he is like, you know what they say about big feet? Ahaha.
POV, your Genshin account got hacked? What do you mean, Randippy?
And sure enough, this is a story about him.
By the toe man?
What? Why is she a fire tornado now? What am I supposed to do in this situation?
Avoid.
His name from his love of red seal.
I understand.
Just wait until she congeals back into a person.
That he had
Okay, I did do.
Well, if Paimon were to rate today's story, it sounds pretty unfortunate.
I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with this story.
Oh no, your Genshin account got hacked.
As a criminal by the shogunate.
That's very, very bad. I'm sorry to hear that.
Akihito mentioned in this story.
I gotta
get. Do you have? Can you do anything? Do you like? Oh, you got it back though. Good, good. Make sure
this
you
is
like.
why I need to get Park to hand over the email for his.
Yeah, make sure you
so
like change passwords and stuff. You just lost everything. What do you mean you lost everything? Like you got it back, but you lost stuff?
They probably wiped progress or something in order to give him back the account. I don't know. Or they like, yeah, or something like that.
Oh, so okay.
Oh.
So, God, so you have your characters, but like nothing else. That's really sucky. But so what? Like they were just out to be a dick. They weren't even trying to like use your account for themselves.
That's why you put 4 stars in your showcase and act like you're terrible. Oh, that makes me curious. How is my European account doing then? Because I've not checked it. Because my European account has like my.
You mentioned that your friend has
obviously
been
Ito in the
struggling
showcase.
because he's unable to sign his name quickly.
They tried to change the password, I'd imagine.
In Liyue and Inazuma, there is a saying: that which has been stamped has also been signed. Perhaps using a seal could be a feasible solution. While sailing,
because they were on mobile. Imagine playing on mobile. Stinky.
If you wish to create a stamp for his seal, I might be able to help.
Wow, that's an idea.
I haven't heard of that happening before. I wonder how big of a problem that is.
People on Genshin are assholes. Be careful with your showcases. I should check what mine is. I don't think I've actually updated mine since I started playing the game, honestly.
But I mean, is that a thing too? People just somehow look for other players with like good stuff in their showcase and then target them?
Probably.
But I mean, how would you anyway? Like, how does someone find your account info?
Your user ID is always in the bottom corner.
Right, but like, what can you do with that?
I don't know. Ask Mihoyo, or whatever their name is.
Well, but you don't log in with that. That's just for like doing stuff with friends, I think.
A story of the 5
Yeah, but it
Cosm
probably
appears
has
again,
some other
and with a
purposes, and
timely
that's the reason
solution.
why it's always there.
A stamped seal. Indeed, it is an official
Don't let them see your
solution.
good characters, and definitely don't let them
If
see
we
your
use a
builds.
stamp, then Xingqiu won't have to struggle with his handwriting anymore.
I should check what
Since
mine is.
Xingqiu's
My European account has
signature
been abandoned at this
previously
point.
revealed to the
But
readers,
that's like the only one that has like
it would seem
anyone that's
insincere if he'd
worthwhile
only
on
use
it.
the stamped seal for his new books. But I have another idea. Using a seal is a part of it, of course. Let's go to Ouya restaurant now to discuss my idea with everyone.
Oh boy, the hot. Yeah, they keep juggling me between the port and the main street.
God, Paimon, shut up!
Hearing about
It's
hacking
like-
and selling stuff though, that's one more reason why I don't want to like do weapon banner though. Because like, I mean, it would still massively suck to lose everything but my characters, but like, you know, putting money into something and then losing it would feel real bad.
found his email, someone signed him up for a lot of stars websites.
Your writing
yes.
is greatly improved today, which means yesterday's intensive training was effective.
Yeah, no, fuck him. That's get revenge. Yeah, do it.
My apologies, but I
Make a
simply
Twitter
can't do it
account
anymore.
and
My
then
hands
just
are
like
so
make him
sore that I
follow
can't even move
only
them
Dream and
anymore.
Dream stands.
I should have known better than to read novels during calligraphy class.
You just had a 10-minute break. Come on.
And then make an OnlyFans account and put him on like Amaranth or something.
There's no one more brutal than Mr. Hirayama.
VTuber soon.
Stream, guys. When did that ever become a
Yeah, I haven't heard of that. I don't know that we know what's happening past Ayaka.
Yeah.
Rumors,
that'd
maybe.
be,
I don't know.
That'd be cool if he was, though, because then that would mean that I could just
Mr.
completely
Hirayama,
forget about my
we
European
found a
account
solution
entirely.
that might just
Yeah.
solve our dilemma. In both League
So,
and
all the more
Inazuma,
reason for you to be
seals are
working and
widely
saving up
used as
gems.
The equivalence of a signature. If we use a stamp to leave the
You know, that's
author's
not
seal
what I
on
thought
the
you were going to
books,
say.
then
What?
we can make the signature process a lot easier.
Hold on, wait.
Of course,
Cutscene.
a seal on its own is not enough. So, I propose that each signature consists of 2 parts. First, we'll use
Yeah,
a
glad they didn't
personalized
somehow
seal.
suck more money out
We
of you.
can simply carve one using Chenyu's signature as the design. In addition, I'll also design a simple but
Girl's
elegant
ears got
pattern
wind
that's
physics.
easy for Chenyu to write.
Oopsies,
That
I hit a
way,
button.
He will only need to
We
draw
lost
a simple
Alex.
pattern on each book.
Get him back.
Huh?
Let me
No,
Hello?
you're still here. Just the layout.
All right.
Oh.
I think that would work. Not only does it still involve the author's own handwriting,
just
but
In the
Opposed
next
to
3
the
updates,
voice.
hopefully.
beautiful
So
as
you're
well.
just guessing.
So, what you mean to
Probably.
say is, I've been saved from
I
this
feel like it hasn't
predicament?
been.
Mr. Hirayama,
I mean, because it's been
suddenly
since we
occurred to me
started
that the
playing in
reason we
December.
gave up on live
It
book
hasn't been
signings
that long. It
previously
seems
was
soon
because it
for
would
a
take too
rerun.
long for the author to sign each book.
I don't know. Reruns usually happen within 6 to
But
8
if we
months.
adopted
So
Calix's proposed method, we might have enough time to do signatures at the live event.
if they're popular, it
And
happens
if
within
all the
6 to 8
authors signed
months.
their
If they're
books
not
in the
popular,
same
then it's like
fashion, then
every
Chenyu's
year-ish.
signature wouldn't look out of place.
I don't remember how.
If you think it's feasible,
I've seen
would
charts
certainly
of
be
like
happy to design
here. Look at a
signatures
bar
for the
graph
other
of like the
authors as well.
sales, but
Yes.
I don't know how like
stamps to me.
Ito and Goro did.
In that case,
Probably
I shall
really
contact
well.
the other 2 authors
I would
participating
think
in the
so.
new release event.
Look at Twitter. That's evidence enough.
Yeah, exactly.
It is a great honor to use a signature designed by Calx.
My pen name is quite complicated and isn't suitable for signing events.
Who's
However,
A?
if we implement this new format,
A
then
is
it will be a dream
the
come
Shogun.
true for me
Red.
as well.
E.
That's like her actual name.
E.
Looks like everyone's
It's just
on board
E.
with the idea.
I'm sorry
Mm.
to have kept you busy for so long, Genyu. Please, take the next few days to have a good rest.
Foolhardiness?
The
What
books
the hell
Genyu
is that?
already
That's not a
signed can
word.
be used as special
Hardiness,
prizes
yeah,
in future
hardiness
events
is
held
like-
by the Eye
No,
Publishing House.
foolhardiness. One
Oh,
word.
yeah, no, foolhardiness is too. For like you, just,
That's not words.
it's foolishness.
That's not a real word.
Thanks
Yeah, it
to
is.
everyone's efforts.
No, it's not.
Onodera
Yes.
and I are finally
No,
free
this
of
game
that
made it
mess.
up. That's not a real word.
Yes.
Mm-mm. If it's got more than like 6 letters, then that means it don't real.
Listen to your father.
No. You didn't listen to yours, so why should I listen to mine?
I mostly listen to mine.
We still
I was
have
a good
some
boy.
time to burn. Where should we go next?
Nah.
Didn't do a drug or an alcohol.
Traveler, there you are.
Oh, it's Ayaka!
You've done other things though.
That's an interesting combo.
Played video games.
Yeah, you mentioned the phone thing.
Be more specific.
How you didn't get the only reason that you got a phone is because you got a haircut.
Well, yeah, but that was essentially me doing what he wanted, so that just proves my point.
Nah.
I was just going to the festival venue to prepare the Ikebana lesson.
Video came out nearly half a year ago. January Zhao and each before him.
This bar
Yeah,
just
yeah,
happened to
like
be close
mid-December
by
or
at the
whatever,
time.
because we literally started
Informed me
playing
that
this because of
you've also
Ito.
found similar papers
Oh,
recently.
Jesus Christ, I did not realize
We
that
came
I
together
was
to
getting
find
into
you
a
two.
second fight with her.
But the paper she found
Whoa, whoa,
isn't
whoa, whoa,
quite
whoa,
the
whoa,
same
whoa,
as the
whoa,
ones
whoa,
we
whoa.
found before.
I'm not ready, I'm not ready, I'm not ready. Ah!
Here's the paper. Please have a look.
POV Senora pegging Alex.
No.
All the poems we found before were roughly the same length, but this one is only 2 lines.
Well, no, because that would not be me saying I'm not ready. That would be me saying just I don't wanna.
Either or.
What do you mean either or? It's a no.
The position of the writing seems to indicate that there is other content written in this paper besides these 2 lines.
Why are my shields running out so
If we
quickly?
take the poem literally, it reads, "Dip this paper in water and see the truth
That did
naturally
nothing.
appear."
That did
Speaking of
nothing.
which, I have an ancient text at home.
What did
Special-
dingus?
Shall we give it a whirl?
It just so happens to be a pond nearby, as if there aren't a million other sources of water.
Owie. Owie. Oh no. I'm not making it through this.
Again, POV Senora pegging you.
I might as well give up now.
Wow, look! It's really working! More. Let Paimon see what.
Yeah, I give up. I'm leaving.
Story says
It's a
that
tough
after
fight.
Sumizomi got the collection of poems from
So I'm not gonna be able to do this then. Even if I wanted to grind it out, I'm not gonna be able to get to the event.
Well, I mean, you could just try the fight again a couple times, and also you can buff with food. Remember? I always forget about that.
Can't. She's just destroying my shields.
When printing was not yet
Well, you need to avoid her too.
Handwritten text could easily
I
become
can't.
smudged
She
and
can
burst when
teleport.
exposed to moisture.
Does she?
Yes.
Like in her fire face?
Shogun.
To ensure the text
Oh, you're on A now. You beat
they either
Senora.
write using a special
Yeah, why do you think it's
coat
the
the
name?
paper surface with a waterproof coating once the writing is finished.
Are you? You're in the mindscape again.
Mm.
I don't remember. I had a somewhat easy time with that.
She's eating through my shields, and there is nothing I can do. So
He has
picking-
Zhongli. You're doing Zhongli, right? For shield.
I'm stuck again. This is how it's gonna be. Every single time I'm gonna think I'm making progress, and then I'll get stuck on her for 2 months again.
Okay, but you have Zhongli, right?
Yes.
Consider giving him artifacts that put his HP to the fucking max, because that's gonna make
I
your
have.
shield stronger.
I've given him my best HP artifacts. I just don't have good stuff.
Well, have you leveled them up as well?
I've tried.
Okay. Like, what is his HP at?
17,000.
Yeah, that's not that much.
I know.
That's
I
true
can't
too. You
do
could
shit
lower
about-
your world level. I'm not sure if that helps or not, but it might.
What, bring my world level down from, 5 to 4?
Well, I mean,
think.
also you can only do one lower, so it's not. You can't go all the way down to 1 or anything.
Such special inks are time-consuming and laborious to produce.
Yeah, about 22,000 or 33,000.
coating can also prove
Even 22 doesn't sound like a lot. I'm at 47, and I know you can get up to 60.
However,
God,
since
I already feel like
Akihito's
giving up.
poetry collection was an important gift to be presented to the shogun, surely one of those
Yeah,
two
I
methods
couldn't
was
level my
used to protect
artifacts
it.
because I just ran out of stuff to use as leveling material.
You may need to run domains to. Well, here actually, this is a slightly more of a long-term thing, but there's the domain for him, the blessing of the Millilith or whatever. That I think one of those upgrades your shields, and then as you're running that, getting that set on him would be good. But then also you might get more HP stuff to put on him, and then also stuff to feed your artifacts to level them.
I hate doing domains though.
Danny, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Since this is story though, I don't think people can help you. Because he's not doing the domain, he's just trying to get through the main story quest.
But
Yeah,
as
because
for
I
the
got
plagiarized
locked
poems,
on the first
not
Shogun
only
one
would
for
they lack
forever,
Akihito's
so
seal, but the words would also react differently when exposed
I've
to
only been
liquid.
able to start making
this was your
progress
first
now.
try, right?
Again.
Don't give up after one try.
No, I already did.
Alex.
Yes, it appears that.
Well, I
this is
know
the
that
truth
it's not gonna
Sumizomi's
happen, so what's the
story
point
is
in
trying to
trying?
convey.
You beat the last one, you can beat this one too.
I beat the
Although
last
the
one after
story is
leveling for 3
Saturday,
months.
I've decided on the subjects to use for Akihito and Sumizomi's
I beat the last one
portraits.
after I got Zhongli and then spent 3 months leveling everything else.
He doesn't have Ito right now, right, Dippy?
I don't. I have him on my European account.
If Danny is fairly certain that world level helps, try lowering your world level and give it another go.
From 5 to 4?
You can set it right back after 24 hours. Why not?
Kazuha,
I
Ayaka,
don't feel like it.
would you be willing to
Alex.
do the models for my paintings?
What?
Don't get discouraged. Just do that and then give it a try.
I would be
I don't
delighted.
feel like it.
There you go. The next 2 portraits should be ready in no time.
I will help you look over your stuff and see what we can do, okay?
Yes. And now that all 4 stories have all been collected,
And like
the
literally
story of the
between
5 Kasen is
like
now
you've
fully
now
completed.
given it a try, so you kind of know what to expect. You can lower your world level. You can pick out a good food buff, or I don't know. Can you do more than one food buff? I don't know how that works. 1 or more food buffs, and then that'll already be a big difference. And also go look at Zhongli. Look at his
Long ago,
equip slots for
Inazuma had
artifacts, and
5
you want the
legendary
main
poets.
stat on all of those
People
to
bestowed
be
upon them the title
HP.
of the 5 Kasen.
If there's any
That's what I
substats that are
have.
HP, that's also good. And then you want to buff those as much as you can.
And presented the Kasen's work
That's what
for
I've
the
been doing.
Shogun's
I just
perusal.
ran out of stuff.
But a page from the
You've
work
probably
of
got some
Aoi
more
no
since last
Okina
time you
had been
checked, right?
torn
So
out.
I would go in now,
Suiko
maybe,
was
and level up
questioned
as much as you
regarding the
can.
matter.
I'm doing that now, and I've got
Suiko
one of my
pleaded guilty.
5-star HP
He admitted
artifacts
to
up
drinking
from
at the tavern
0
the
to
night
19.
before, and
Yeah,
vaguely
like
recalled
doing
a
that right
mysterious
now,
figure approaching
that'll
while
already
he
make
was
a big difference.
intoxicated.
That figure was none other than Aoi no Okina himself. This turn of events had begun with an unnamed individual, under whose coercion, Aoi no Okina was forced to take drastic measures to retrieve a page of poetry. He knew nothing
Okay,
of this
now it's 20.
individual's true intentions. All he knew was that
You
the
said it was
poem
13
had to
before?
do with an
Or
old
17?
It was
acquaintance,
0.
No, oh, sorry, I thought you meant
Akihito
like
had once
13.
belonged to the
I thought you
5
meant like
Kasen.
20,000 HP or something.
Each poem he composed,
No,
he
his
marked with
HP
a
before was
scarlet red
17,000.
seal,
Now it's
hence the
21,000.
Akka in his
Yeah, see,
name.
like already that's a big jump.
Such a distinguished writer was he, and yet
What
one
other
of the poems he had
Fart
submitted the
effects do I have
previous
that I've
year
not done anything
was
with
found
on?
to be
Does he have a shield talent level?
Full.
You could look at
Akihito
that
was
too, Alex.
exiled
Yeah,
for his
go into his
crimes,
talents, see
and
if you have
only
a shield
4
thing
of the
buffed
5
at all.
Kasen remained.
Sumi
Which one's
Zome
the
went over
shield one?
Akihito's poems
They'll
and
have cringe
noticed that
names.
the
The
plagiarized
pillar.
poem lacked his seal.
Because it
Yeah,
shows the
that
icons.
one's that one's
She
the max I
immersed
can
his
do
poetry in
until
a
I
stream nearby.
Get
ascend
more
him
stuff.
again.
And
Okay.
only on the
Oh,
plagiarized
and yeah,
poem
keep
did the ink
working
run.
on Ascension as well.
I've been
passed by
trying.
and witnessed
I'm missing
Sumizome's
a couple
doing,
of things.
which he
Yeah.
then recorded in a poem.
He's at 60 right now.
Thus transpired the events of Suiko's poetry submission, and this is where the story comes to an end.
Yeah, I know the feather is always attack, so there's nothing I can do about that.
Yeah, same with the flower. That's always flat HP.
Yeah, of which I have the highest I can unless I... Yeah, I only have 4 stars for HP, so the only thing I could do is, like, swap it out for a set that matches. But
Well,
I
and you
don't
only
think
need
that gives me any
4
advantage.
thingies, so in theory you could. But also the flat HP one, that's going to be like your least useful one. I don't understand why they do those two that way. It seems very weird.
Yeah.
The... Oh, I do have a HP percentage.
I
for
guess
it, yeah.
maybe because they are deciding
hasn't been
they
able to
want you to
figure
get
out.
a HP and attack boost no matter what. But it's weird that they're flat and not percents.
Okay, I do have an...
Kasen
Not
is
an...
called
A
Kuronishi,
HP
right?
percentage one that I forgot to level as well. I have 2 of them on him.
It's just that. How could the
But I think
story
I
of the
might
5 Kasen
not have
finish
enough
without him
stuff. Yeah, I
appearing at
don't.
all?
I can't enhance this
Oh.
at all.
Have you really not noticed?
I'm always off fighting some bosses. I know I need to, like, for him, I know I need to do the funny
that the story
Fortnite
of
cube that's on that
Kuronushi
island
was
that's off the
already
coast of
embedded
Liyue.
within the 4 poems.
Huh? That's right. The key lies in
The Stone
poem
Forest,
that
that's
Aino
it.
Okina wrote after seeing Sumizome
Which I've
rinsing
done
the poetry
a couple
collection.
times before. I
An
just kind of don't
average
feel
person
like it.
could
But I
never
might as well.
understand the scene of a young girl washing Akihito's poetry
It gives me
collection in
something
a
to do.
stream.
Denkun, hello.
Even Aoi no Okina couldn't figure out the meaning behind Sumizome's actions. He was
Where did
simply
my
reminiscing
go?
and thinking
There it
about
is.
his old acquaintances. However, for the
Imagine.
perpetrator who framed Akihito, it was
Losing my mouse?
completely obvious.
Yeah.
Well,
He
because
was
it's
worried that if this poem
yeah, I
was
can like
seen by
press
the
the thing and
Shogun,
switch it between
then
3
the
different
Shogun
computers.
could discover the truth behind the plagiarism incident.
Say that again.
happened, then he'd be
I can
finished.
press a button, well, 2 buttons on the side to cycle between like different computers. So it was just like synced to my third computer, which is off right now.
Oh, because you have a Bluetooth mouse.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. I have 2 wired mice that are sitting on my desk right now, so that's fun.
To make him tear out this poem.
I have one for the PC that I'm playing Genshin on, and one for my computer that I do everything else on.
Right.
I should get a KVM or something, but I'll just put that money towards a PC.
What's a KVM?
They still managed to tell the
KVM
complete
lets
story
you
in all
swap
5 Kasen.
USB devices between multiple
Since
computers.
the Shogun mentioned in the poem
Oh,
is
yeah, that'd be
certainly not
handy.
the one of the 5 Kasen.
It would, but I might as well just wait like a month or so until my student finance comes through.
Sure, yeah.
And then buy or build a PC.
Yeah, that'd be exciting if you and Park both got nice PCs coming up soon.
Yeah, I know he's buying one.
this
I would
also brings
like to
something else
build
to
one,
mind.
but I feel like the state of the GPU market means that I'm gonna kind of maybe be forced to buy one.
The story
Right.
of the 5 Kasen has more or less reflected
Unless I go
everything that's
last
been
gen
happening
and
around
get
us
like
lately.
an RTX 20 series,
Which
I wouldn't
begs
mind.
the question, is there a Kuronushi in our world
Granted,
as well?
my GPU usage is rapidly going up. Like I use way more CPU than I do GPU, but the more like graphical stuff I do in OBS, the higher my GPU usage gets. You'll need to do it again at level 90s. Much this if you want some help. You want some help so you can level your talents. Yeah, I know.
Apologies for making a wild assumption.
I mean, also, don't forget that
Has
level
the story
90
of
is
the
like,
5 Kasen reminded you
you
of
know,
anything?
80 to 90 is the least benefit you'll get.
You're still
And
doing
also-
it.
Yeah, but I'm also grinding way harder in this in general.
These.
I'm not saying don't go for 90, but I'm saying, like, go for other things first.
Yes.
I can't be asked.
few
The
things
highest
did
I've
come
ever
to
gotten
mind,
anyone is
actually.
70. I can't be asked
However,
with
they
going
were
much
nothing
higher.
more than some past
70 to 80 I don't
incidents
think is
regarding
bad
my
because it's
family.
still using, like, the purples. But then to get to 90 where it's like, have 6 of the gold level gems, it's like, god damn. Like, I got everything else and I still had to fucking farm that over and over and over to just get enough, like, gems to do that. Literally, I just had
Grinding
to...
stuff
Between my 3 Earth Boys, and part of that is because they were all Earth Boys, but I had to just literally grind Earth bosses just for the gems.
Grinding
don't
stuff
mind
is what makes
sharing
me
the
give up on
stories,
games most of the time.
But I'd prefer not
Yeah.
to bring you any more trouble.
No, it sucks.
That's
I feel
why-
you.
That's why I get like halfway through most games, then I'm just like, I don't feel like finishing it. And so I don't. Even if I love the game, the grinding kills it for me.
Yeah.
Kaidehara, please forgive my assumption, but perhaps you were thinking of the Raiden Gokuden?
The Raiden Gokuden?
Petition to make games remove grinding.
It appears that Miss
Yeah,
Misato
eventually, but you
and I
need
were
to focus
thinking
on
of
leveling
the
your shield
same
character
thing.
mostly. I didn't
But it also
do
has much
Inazuma
to
until
do
I was
with the Yashiro
AR-45s,
Commission.
and I still had trouble.
It
I
would
mean,
be
I am
improper to speak of it
AR-45.
here without
I
the
could
consent
probably
of
go up
Miss
to 50 by
Kamisato.
now, because I've just sat on XP for so long.
So there isn't any harm in it.
Other things, because who's your party? Remind me of who your party is. I want to say Chongyun, Goro, Zhongli, Bennett.
Chongyun, Jingcho, Bennett, and Zhongli.
Okay. I haven't used Xingqiu yet. He's gonna be on my next team that I'm building, so eventually I'll have more tips for him. But with Bennett, work on HP as well and energy recharge so that you can just pop that healing circle often.
Bennett is
However,
almost useless to me,
this matter
honestly.
is somewhat
He's just kind of there in case I
You
need
might
him.
you might want to swap him out
Let
for
me start
Barb or
with the
something, but
Raiden
you probably
Gokuden.
haven't worked on her at all.
I have not, for obvious
As you all
reasons.
know, the
She's
Yashiro
useful, though.
Commission's primary purpose is managing ceremonial and
boys.
cultural affairs.
I know, but boys,
and
I know.
Inazuma's art
Well
of
aware.
forging swords is a very important part of our culture.
Yeah, Danny. Again, Alex like doesn't grind that much in this, and he mostly only plays it when I play. But if y'all want to like hook up in the Discord or something at some point, that could
No, there are
happen.
games I would rather be playing.
The Raiden Gokuden were once the top 5 schools of the forging art in Inazuma. Although these families were
I would rather spend my spare
unfortunately,
time playing
of the
games
5,
I enjoy more than
only
this.
the Amenoma art still
I-
maintains its
I-
artisan lineage.
You
The
in this
descendants
game
of the Ishin art
have
are
an
also
odd
still
relationship.
alive, but the craft has been lost to
Because I don't
time.
hate it, but it hates me.
The descendants of the Ishin art are none other than the Kaidehara family.
Whoa! We knew Kazuha came from a noble family, but we had no idea about his connection to the Yashiro Commission and sword making.
Yes, but that's all part of the past now. The Ishin art was lost with my great-grandfather's generation. My grandfather was dissatisfied with my great-grandfather's lack of
Where
effort
do I know the name
when he was
Ishin
young.
from?
My grandfather traveled all over Tevat to
Was that
find a way to
in
revive
was that
the
in
family
Scarlet
business.
Nexus? There's someone named Ishin.
Don't think so.
And in my generation,
Maybe in the anime.
our last
I
remaining
haven't watched
family
that.
property
We're
was
still sitting on
lost
that. We
as well.
started
I thought you
watching
started it.
Digimon Go. Well, yeah, we started like 3 episodes, and then I was like, no, actually, wait, I'm gonna play the game, so let's not. And then we haven't watched it anymore. But we started watching Digimon Ghost Game. Mama and
I think you just hate the time consumption, because I would rather play other games.
Well, I mean, Danny, that's correct. A game should not waste your time. This game forces you to sit through a ton of bullshit that's just objectively bad in the name of them making money, but pretty anime people, so everybody plays it.
I heard my elder brother mention that the decline of the Raiden
Because I'm just
Gokuden
like,
happens
why
very
would I spend
rapidly.
4 hours
In the span of a
playing
few
this
decades,
where I feel like
three
I'm
of the
making no
families
progress
suffered
most of the
various
time,
misfortunes
when I
and
could spend those 4
disappeared
hours
completely.
playing Xenoblade?
There was speculation that
Like,
all of
there's
these
this game does some cool
misfortunes
stuff.
stemmed from some
It
background
feels good in some
machinations,
ways, and like when you just start
meaning
out,
that
it's like,
someone
oh wow,
wanted to
this is
wipe
cool.
out the Raiden Gokuden.
But there is a lot of shit here that's just objectively bad in the name of making MiHoYo money, because money is the enemy of good game design.
However, since not every family of the Raiden Gokuden came to ruin, such explanations were treated as nothing more than a conspiracy theory.
Indeed. I've also believed such ideas were just theories and rumors. However, I know
Oh god.
that a major incident happened to
I
my
even realized I was taking
great-grandfather when
damage.
he was young.
Hi, Parky. Are you coming in and out of sleep and consciousness, or are you just like getting distracted with birth by sleep?
Not only did it affect the Kaedehara clan, but it nearly jeopardized the Kamisato clan's position in the Yashiro Commission as well.
Yeah, it's easy to play this for long fucking chunks. When we started playing this in December, I was doing like 6-hour streams of this.
I don't have that kind of stamina. Like, I can at most play a game for about 5 hours, then I need to go do something else before my brain starts to rot.
Played for a year and I'm AR-54. And wait till you get to 55, because the fucking jump from there is like, hey, what if you played for 6 months now for 1 level?
After reading the story of the 5 Kasen, I can't help but feel like it's pointing me toward the truth behind that incident.
What exactly happened to your great-grandfather, Kazuha?
I still can't say. I need to speak with someone to verify the details. Let's meet here again at noon tomorrow. I will tell you everything I know then.
Hey yo, we completed nice. I thought they were gonna drag that on for a while longer.
Drag on.
When is Ayaka rerun? 4 or 5 days. I think it's gonna be... Well, when are we playing with Shiro? We're playing with Shiro next Tuesday. So it'll be...
Are we?
Yeah. Well, unless you're too
God.
tired or something, but that was the plan.
I might take a nap after work or something then.
It'll be around then, so I may not do what I usually do and like play on the day of, unless it is, I don't know. It's either Monday or Tuesday that Ayaka rerun is happening. So regardless, I will be playing on Tuesday because I'll probably either not stream Monday or do something else. 36k points to level. Look at this though, from 54 to 55. I'm at 65,000 out of 232,000. And yeah, Park, I'm gonna roll for her too because I want ice movement. That's the only overworld ability I don't have. I have Earth Penis from Zhongli. I have Wind from Twink. Venti.
Traveler.
No, Venti. For like the wind that like boosts up.
Oh.
And then Ayaka will give me an option for running across water.
Ah, you're here. It appears everyone has arrived.
Need for my Shenha? Yeah. They do go together.
Last night, I visited a
Okay,
former servant
I can
who
now
once
ascend
worked
him
for my
to
family.
70.
I was able to
Hey,
learn the entirety of what happened all those years ago.
What?
In my great-grandfather's generation, the Ishin art was tasked with forging an
Oh,
important
hush.
Goshinto according to an ancient forging diagram.
Yeah, Park, it's you, Kazuha.
Though all the craftsmen involved were
Still waiting
very
for him, too.
experienced, the process was still unsuccessful.
I don't know when he was last
Every blade
gettable.
that was forged was defective.
I have an AR-60 friend. Don't think I've ever seen them offline. You'd have to be, yeah. Probably gonna take me like another year to hit 60.
When the deadline came, the blade
Oh
still
my god,
wasn't finished.
I
So
need
the
so much full
craftsmen all
lapis
fled
to get him
and
to
hid
80.
for fear of punishment.
Saw that man when I need that boy. Do you have him? I don't remember if you have him or not.
The Kaidahara clan
I don't
and
remember who
Yashiro
you play
Commission
in
then
Genshin.
conducted an investigation. My great-grandfather and the head of the Kamisato clan eventually tracked
Strongest
down
unit.
the
Okay.
craftsman near the
You do have
seaside.
him. Your
Feelings about Ascension Climax.
Also tell Yoon and Sweet I say hi.
However,
If
they
you're
met
hanging out in
fierce
VC with
resistance
them or
from the
whatever.
craftsmen, and in the end, they were unable to prevent them from escaping by sea. The Kaidahara clan was severely punished for the swordsmiths that had escaped, and the family gradually fell into decline.
Well, I mean, Sweet was in here, but tell Yoon I say hi.
Moreover,
I haven't seen Yoon
I heard
since
that the head of the Kamisato
fucking
clan
whenever.
was injured by the fleeing
What day is it today?
swordsmiths, which combined with these advanced
in
age,
America,
caused him
it
to
is
pass away
Thursday, almost
shortly
Friday.
thereafter.
It is Friday for you already, because you live in the future.
Well, thank you, game.
Why? What? Oh, because you're doing, yeah, the fucking thingies that are based on day.
Yep.
Yes.
I can craft some of them, but I doubt I'll be able to craft this.
Kuchin, Diluc, Raiden,
Treacherous
Ito,
people took
Kazuha,
advantage of the
Yoimiya,
situation
Kokomi,
and put the family
Mona,
status in the
Senha.
Yashiro
I really
Commission
want
in jeopardy.
Yoimiya, Kokomi, and Mona, and Kazuha. And, Miko. Just fucking happened, so it's gonna be a million years, but I didn't have enough, and I was prioritizing, I think, Kokomi or Raiden over her. Which is good. I'm glad I got Raiden, because now I'm gonna build a team with Raiden.
This single incident had profound effects.
Oh, don't have
Even
Kokomi?
after the position as head of the clan was passed
Oh yeah,
to my
because that's on
father,
the one you gave Alex.
the Kamisato clan still
Oh,
wasn't
I'm
able
one
to
short of
regain its
being able
prior
to.
reputation.
Whatever.
But thanks to my
Remember,
brother,
just in case you
everything is
don't,
getting better now.
that you can, like, go to the crafting table and, like, push your smaller materials into bigger materials.
The failure
That's what
to
I've been
forge
doing.
the blade
Okay.
was ultimately attributed to a lack of required skill
I'm
and
running out of
finesse.
everything.
Yeah.
The Kaidahara clan and the Yashiro Commission always believed that was the
point?
case. However, the story of the 5 Kasen seems to imply that the failure didn't stem from a lack of skill, but rather, the diagram had been tampered with by someone. Miss Kamisato, I heard yesterday that the Yashiro Commission has still kept the diagram ever since the failed forging all those years ago. Might I ask you to do me a favor?
Yes,
24,500.
I will go back and
He
search for the
fucking
diagram.
Kazuha really is Park.
Please come meet me at the Kamisato estate
soft.
later.
Oh, fuck you. I thought we were done with this. It's giving me the quest overlapping shit. Me interact with the public. Okay, new shoots from old branches. So now I have to... God damn it, I thought we were done. No, I don't want to... I can't start. We're going to have to do another one. We're going to have to do it.
Another what?
We're going to have to do a third Genshin stream because now it wants me to do more story quests.
Tomorrow?
Probably not tomorrow.
Okay.
Unless Mama's not up for anything. I don't know. I feel like you should sleep.
I will. But I'm doing a late shift tomorrow at work, so...
Yeah.
And then I can do any time on the weekend.
Right.
But then I don't have my late shift on Tuesday yet, so I can't do that.
Oh, you just can't do Tuesday?
No, because I don't have my late shift on Tuesdays yet.
Oh. Oh, then we're gonna have to reschedule.
For Genshin?
With Shiro.
Oh, no, I'll just drink caffeine.
No. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
But if we don't do it then, if I don't like force myself to stay up for that, then it's not gonna happen for like probably a while. Because he was like, he said that his thing with Green was gonna be over soon, and then he's now just started Kingdom Hearts with Lacey, so I guess not.
I don't know what the minutia of his thing with Green is, but they're not like far into the soul lock unless they're just giving up.
He says that he thinks he's like 2/3 of the way done.
No, that's not correct. I know Pokemon. He's wrong.
Right, and this is why I can't play Pokemon.
What? No. All I'm saying is I know the time estimate better. That doesn't mean that he can't play it or you can't play it.
Does in my mind.
Alex, no. If anything, that means you should play it more, because I'm going to be an excellent resource for you.
Pokemon Anti. My parents wouldn't let me play it.
He played some of Moon, but he just wasn't feeling it.
I was for like the first 10 hours, and then I got bored.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would count that as not feeling it.
I don't remember if I got like 13 or 18 hours in total in that. I don't remember. One of those two numbers.
So I'm doing a flower puzzle. I got a fucking million things for my teapot, goddamn. I don't know that it is, honestly, Danny. Like, it's
This is
marginal.
another reason why I feel like I can't play Pokemon. Is because it feels like like one person's going to be like, "This is the best Pokemon game," then someone else is going to be like, "No, this is the worst thing they've put out in years."
No. Here's the thing.
Like every other game that comes out is the worst Pokemon game in years.
Here's the thing, Alex. What specifically in this conversation, Ultra Moon to Moon? Remember, I think I've said this before. You may or may not have heard, but they do this thing where they're like, hey, what if we just, instead of adding DLC, just like fucking made the whole game again and sold it to you separately, but added like 20 minutes of new content? And then in Sword and Shield, the one for the Switch, they finally just did DLC instead of the thing I said.
Well, probably because it was the 3DS.
Anyway, so Ultra Moon is a little better, but not a lot, simply because it's the same game with DLC, but they packaged it separately.
Again, because it was the 3DS.
Did I do this right? How do I end? Theme incomplete, suck my dick. And Danny, no, Sword and Shield isn't the best. They cut out the Pokedex. I have issues with it. Lacks a post-game. There's things that are consistently good, like new Pokemon are cool, music is great, blah blah blah, but as a whole, it is not the best package in my mind.
Again, do you see my point?
But people have opinions, Alex. What are you gonna do?
But it feels like every game that comes out, at least like you or someone else is like, no, this is like awful, actually.
Because we have strong feelings about Pokemon.
Yes, but it's like, how do you expect me to get into a franchise when you seem to hate everything they put out?
Because I love it so much, I just want them to do better.
But if you hate it, then how am I supposed to enjoy it?
I don't hate it, though.
But it sure fucking sounds like it.
I know it does, but I don't. And even the graphics, Danny, like, I don't know. I'm even disappointed with Gen 9's graphics. It's the same with, like, better shaders. They need to, like, not crank them out in a year. What? How? What am I doing here with this quest?
They need to let Bandai Namco do it.
Explain.
They made new Pokemon Snap.
Oh, yeah. Because that... I mean, still, that's not, like, that amazing or anything, but, like, boy, is the bar low. And so it sure feels like it.
But it's also the Switch. I would like you to think about the fact that the Switch's hardware is, like, I think 8 years old this year. No, it's like 6 or 7 years old this year.
I couldn't finish Eevee, it was a holy terror. What do you mean?
Yeah, the Switch is 5 this year, but its hardware is 6 years old. That's ancient. So, and it's a mobile console. So it's not exactly going to be powerful.
A complicated event. I don't understand what I'm not doing right here. Champagne. I have that for all of them. How am I not done this? I fucking did the floral theme. What do you want from me, lady? Also, this is daily, I guess. That sucks if that's true. Has anyone done this flower thing? Like, what am I supposed to do? Because the quest isn't completing. I don't know if it's not supposed to. I did exactly what it said.
I'm running around in circles again.
But if I go in here, go to the floral courtyard, it still says the first one is in progress. I wonder if I have to, like, cycle something? Wait. Oh, now it's giving me a new quest? What? Is this just one of the random blue ones? I wish they wouldn't fucking do that. That's annoying. It was everywhere and nowhere. I was basically lost. Again, in Pikachu and Eevee, the Gen 1 remakes. Yep, and oh, wait a minute. Do I have to adjust the height? How do I do that? What button is that telling me to press? Here. Keypad. Okay. Yeah. Alright. I got it. Which one is front left? I think that should be probably low. Boy, this is complicated. This guy... I think that's maybe okay. This one to the right should also be low, I think. Short. Back left. Can't tell. Medium, maybe. Back center, that's tall boy. And back right. Also look big. This isn't quite right though. I think one of these front smaller. Yeah, try putting you on like medium. Is this right? There we go. Okay.
That one is so annoying. That's what I'm saying.
Only reason I liked Closer Moon was the legendary hunting. I thought the portal thing was neat. If that's what you mean. I don't. If there's another. I think that's what you mean. The portal hunting for the Ultra Beast. I thought that was cool. But again, that's like one little bit of content. Admittedly, I think good for hunting shinies if you really want a shiny Ultra Beast. Okay, I think I can do this flower thing just all in one go, and I don't have to wait real days. This one I like better. I'd prefer a puzzle than like a tower defense game. And really, it's pretty light for a puzzle. It's just like match it up against the picture. If I can. Oh, there's a new pot. Bye. Expect you to do it in like a minute though. I think that's okay for height. Lily, this is gonna be little bush. That one is also a lily, I think, but medium or small. Go small. This one, tall bud. This one, bud. Complete.
What, are you Canadian?
Why? Because I'm saying bud?
Yeah.
Do they say that? They say A.
Yeah.
Alright, let me make sure I have all the right flowers.
I would think you would know, considering South Park.
Oh, wait, they literally tell you. I remember how I can't read? Alright, let's see. Tall lotus, okay. This is good, then I can just cheat. Short tail brush. Yep. Medium. Wait. Main flower, back left. Medium height. Oh, I was just wrong about that, I guess. There. Okay. Another 120 bucks for the game that has 20 more minutes of gameplay than the one before it. But Ultra Sun and Moon. Wow. I can't buy more than one. Like, I will do the third versions because I'm a fucking Pokemon degenerate. But I've never bought, like, both copies of a gen.
The hell does third version mean?
The thing I was saying before, where, you know, they'll have, like, Sun and Moon, and then instead of doing DLC, they'll do, like, either a third thing or a couple times they did 2, where it's, like, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And it's just the game plus DLC. But traditionally, and for the longest time, it was more like Gold and Silver, and then the third one is Crystal. But then for some of them, they would have, like, 2 third versions.
I would call those second versions.
Kind of, at that point, yeah. No, it's fine that he doesn't like it. Like, it'd be great if
not my choice.
It'd be great if we tried it out at some point and he discovered that he likes it, but we're not, like... Everyone can like what they like.
I'm willing to bet that I won't.
And that's okay. You don't have to.
If I do, then I'm still gonna feel bad.
Why?
Because I feel like I will never be able to talk with you about Pokemon because I'll always be wrong.
No.
Yes, because it seems like no matter what someone thinks of a game, you always have something different to say about it.
Well, because I have a lot of thoughts and opinions, but I'm not always just a contrarian.
Like it's always, it seems like it's always negative. It's like someone will be like, oh, I thought this one was alright, and then you'll be like, nah, it was kind of shit, honestly. And then you'll have that to say about every single one of them.
Well, okay. Asterisk to that, though. Like, for example, with this, when Dan is like, hey, I really like Ultra Moon, and I'm like, well, it's kind of dumb that they just reprinted it and added DLC. I'm not saying that their opinion is invalid. They can still absolutely like what they like. I'm just gonna dunk on Game Freak and say like, hey, do better.
Still.
Had fun tuning in, but it's quite early and I want to be productive. Yeah, no worries, Dan. I'm on most days, you know, around this time. Wrapping up around this time. Usually this is like end of stream for me. I start at 8 p.m. Central. But we'll see you around if you have the time and ability. But thanks for coming by tonight. Anyway, though, Alex, like, my opinion doesn't negate someone else's unless I'm specifically arguing with that opinion and not like the inherent qualities of what we're talking about, because opinions are subjective.
Sure don't sound like it.
I don't know. I know we kind of got here last time too, but it would be like with you and music. Like you're probably gonna have strong opinions about music, and that doesn't mean that like other people
But
can't
music
have
is
theirs.
entirely subjective.
Well, so we're games.
Games are less so.
I don't know. I wish you wouldn't like be intimidated by me having an opinion. Like, it's okay. We can all just exist in harmony with our opinions.
But it doesn't sound like it.
Yeah, and if you got a nice little nest egg saved up there. God, how are you supposed to... Like, literally, I'm like hitting all these on my first try, and I still don't know how you are expected to do this at the time that they want.
That is not how that command works.
Yeah, Ridip, you gotta do TTS and then follow it with, like, whatever you're telling the bot to say out loud. I didn't get it right, though. Alright, let's see. Wild Laurel and Verdant Leaves. Yep. Short Promise.
Pandagenda Mandagenda.
No idea what that means. Silhouette. Main flower front, right, is Short Promise. Got it, and go back.
Whoa.
Short Promise, right? Medium Sunset, Tall Wind. Not gonna remember any of those. Ah, well, here it is. This is Sunset. There we go. We'll wrap up here in a minute too, guys. Once I do the last flower thing, that'll be a good point to stop. In the lad, both.
Yeah.
But we'll probably do another one of these soon, TM. I don't know when exactly.
Wednesday seems to be a reoccurring time.
Yeah, that would still be within the duration of the event, so that could work if nothing else. Although if we do end up doing Tuesday with Shiro, then I'll get my quest done then.
I love Ito so much. He is so big. Mommy milkers will slurp them up every day. I even become a furry if those are his fave. They'll even give him everything he wants.
Well,
I concur. Ito simping. TLDR.
Okay. Okay.
For the Milky.
Which kind?
Diddy.
No. You chose the wrong kind.
Yeah, that's right. Flower. What are these little... Oh, here, ring. these both gonna be sunflowers? No, right either. Okay, hold on. Gonna be a little of those, and then a little of those. Back.
I see Sue's flowers.
Do you? What flowers here are sus?
Sunflowers.
Damn, what even is... Oh, here, a plume. Are sunflowers sus?
I don't know.
Sus.
Close enough to the word.
Sunflower, susflower? Is that the goof?
I don't know. I'm just taking a guess.
Okay, yeah, I think so. I think that's what Randaby's getting at. That's another one of those, so I get a nice XP chunk. I have to figure out which thing. I think I might got to go Zongli. And that should also give me all of the reward here for the flower thing. Great. And I still gotta do whatever this is. Golden Whirlwind, whatever quest that is. And then I gotta do the fucking power defense bullshit. I'm gonna hate.
I have like 500 story quests to get through that I'm probably not gonna be able to for any time soon.
If you are gonna do them, you're just gonna have to grind them out. So like, if you want to like over weekend hang out or anything, you could do that.
I could. Well, depends on the date. Yeah, I can. Okay, I was just checking to see if I'd have time next weekend to do editing instead.
God damn, a lot. That's cool that they give you just all this shit for your teapot. Alright, y'all. Let's end the stream. It's bedtime. Let's see who's on. What if we rated Cass again?
Well, I'm tired. I'ma go to bed.
Hopefully
but I
they're
love
not
Zhongli so much. I love
ending
you,
right
Big
now,
Bad
then.
Bro. It's bigger than
I'm
my
sure they will be
seasonal.
soon, though, and that's part of the goof. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Randippy. Have a good sleep. I will probably be doing something tomorrow. I don't know what. Cass is playing Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. I don't know how that game plays, but I think the idea is funny and it looks cute. So we'll go say hi to Cass. And yeah, that's all. Have a good night, everybody. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.